Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Legend of Heroes: Trails from Zero. I am Aram. I am playing this game, and I am joined by three or more people tonight. But we have three right now. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Austin, Jello, and Mo are here. Everyone but me is ordering food.
I'm just doing my weekly right to keep that sponsorship going
right.
strong.
Getting your Domino's drop. So
Yeah.
this week, what are you getting from Domino's for $9?
Oh, I'm getting
$5.99?
I'm getting a crunchy thin crust pizza with extra pepperoni and extra robust tomato inspired sauce.
Tomato-inspired sauce.
That is what it is called.
Based on a true
What?
tomato.
Yeah.
And are you taking advantage of any of Domino's exceptional deals?
Yeah. Every day is a deal at Domino's.
Are you going to perhaps splurge on a chocolate lava cake?
No. But I should,
It's true. Yeah,
and so should you.
yeah. The answer is no, but I acknowledge my folly.
Yeah.
Anyway, last time on Trails from Zero, we really kind of got the shit kicked out of it. For a session with actually no combat, we really got the shit kicked out of us because we went from place to place trying to investigate a mysterious threat letter sent to a local performer and signed by a legendary mythical assassin. And pretty much everywhere we went, people said, haha, look at the stupid little kids, aren't they cute? And then smushed our face into some fresh mud.
Yeah, they kind of did that.
And Ellie kind of got fed up over the course of the day. Everyone did, but Ellie especially. And she revealed some of her backstory to us. Her parents and her father especially both worked in Crossbell and tried to achieve political reform, and were just constantly shut down at every turn and pretty much became pariahs because of it. And her dad pretty much just left the city a broken man, and her mother left for elsewhere as well, which is why she is now being raised by her grandfather, who we somehow, after knowing her for a month, finally realized that she has the same last name as the mayor and is in fact the mayor's granddaughter.
What?
What?
So, the lead we're trying to follow now, because we've actually pretty much been taken off the case in favor of the First Division, the big boys with their fancy cars, the Slytherin Quidditch team, if you will. Now, we're gonna go to the International Bank of Crossbell, where Ellie's friend works, and her friend's father apparently is the CEO, because that's the kind of social sphere Ellie is from. We're out on the road because I was doing some side quests, but we're gonna head back to town right now and move on with the story.
Do you have any that you need to deliver?
I can turn some in, yes.
If there's any way to stretch out time somehow.
It actually, that's fine, because out of the 4 side quests that I have only done 3. So I can do the 4th, which I think is just a talk to a sequence of people around town. But yeah, no, we can tread water for a little bit as we wait for our special guest. So let me double check that last quest. I believe it's... Okay, yeah. We need to talk to Professor Ragu at St. Ursula Medical College, who is on...
Inspired by a real tomato.
Yeah.
Do you think that the special guest is going to be Domino's CEO Richard E. Allison Jr.?
I hope so.
It could
Mo
be.
says with a Google tab open.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jello.
it could be. Could be. You
I hope
never
it
know
is.
with those special guests.
Do you think that actually the special guest is going to be Papa John here to kill
Oh
us?
God. Domino's
assassination.
spokesperson Hatsune Miku.
Who
Anyway,
is the current Papa John.
This guy wants us to find a rare herb. And let's see, he's just a.
Well, why look it up when we can just
randomly walk around?
That's true, yeah. We're going to.
We should probably
Crossbell
look which
Cathedral.
road it's on, though.
Yeah. Oh, you know, actually, there is something else we can do to pad. We may have missed these events, but they might still be open. There's a couple of people we can talk to at St. Ursula. We can talk to Shizuku. You know what? Let's go do that. And then we can also talk to... We can talk to a character who was only on screen. So, they were a character I wanted Jello to voice. Jello was like, I gotta go get food or go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Left for literally 3 minutes, and it was that exact window of time where they appeared and then left, and then didn't appear again.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, is that you, special support section?
Huh?
How can you tell?
We didn't even open our mouths yet.
Like vibrations in the air. I thought I recognized the sound of those footsteps.
I smelled
I guess 4 people walking in perfect tandem.
Yeah.
I can remember the footsteps of distinct people like you and Cecile quite well.
You can tell just from footsteps? Oh, that's really impressive.
I could hear
Yeah.
the AC.
Yeah.
God damn it! I don't...
AC. But to tell you the truth, every individual has their own way of walking. For
There it is.
example, bracers who come to visit me often, like my father, walk as if they're always
back.
on guard.
Guess we sound pretty vulnerable then.
Yeah.
How demoralizing.
Oh, chin up, you two. Anyone is gonna look outclassed when compared to someone like Arios.
Let's see.
Goodbye, little girl.
Goodbye, little girl. Little girl. Oh yeah, it's this guy. You're here, right, Jello?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
what are you looking for Gwenter?
Yeah. Well, he may have a light German accent. His name is Joachim Günther.
Oh,
I-
alright.
Yeah.
Having light coughing fits, are we? Be sure to take your medicine later. No excuses. My favorite season of the year is Gwenter.
It's winter.
Okay. Hey, doctor, what are you gonna do during the festival?
I will bury myself in the ground like a carrot. Quite the question, that. I suppose I could always pack up my tackle box, sit down somewhere, cast my line, and wait for the fish to bite. Is this German? I don't know.
It's close enough. I think so.
It's an accent.
You aren't going to the actual festival?
Nope. I don't care too much for the hustle and bustle of the festival. After all, crowds drive the fish away.
Is that all you think about?
Yes.
Why don't you ever look at me during? Now, I know the anniversary festival brings heaps of work along with it, but I sure would love if a chance to slack off present. I'd have no idea what your energy is. Boy, oh boy. Being a doctor isn't everything it's cracked up to be.
He's
We're
basically.
all awful. Did you know that?
His energy is weird. He's like, he is the dichotomy of half workaholic, half lazy. Like, he always looks tired, but all he ever talks about is being like, hoping to knock off work early to go fish.
Have you met my cousin Hans? He's a student.
His accent is very silly. I'm gonna go get this.
It's kind of unbelievable how much money the city wastes sending a bus to pick up even a single passenger every time they ring the bell.
Oh, you know, there's a lot of corruption in Crossbell.
I'm surprised how many places, like, how far through the game are we?
We're in chapter 2 out of 5, basically.
Alright, so like 50%, I guess, including the prologue.
Prologue's pretty short. I'd say we're still shy of the halfway mark.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ask this guy for his herbs.
Turtles needs to get better at, like, coming up with new pad quests. It's always, like, the same 4.
It's always get herbs.
There's get the herbs, find the fishing person, my cat is missing, I need ingredients.
I just did an ingredients one, actually, and later this chapter there's a hidden find my missing wedding ring quest.
Yeah.
It's like the same 5 people live in every country and make the same mistakes.
I think sometimes it literally, like, I think the wedding ring dude usually is the same guy.
He might be, yeah. Well, Anton, at
alright.
least, is a recurring character. Anyway, we got the herb, I assume.
You should check.
Fair enough. Good point. Oh, that's right. This guy's like, fuck that doctor. Head to the Archbishop's office, which I assume is in here.
There's that weird room on the 2nd floor of these buildings. Oh no.
That's right. Now I remember. I think the cliff notes of this quest is that the doctor, like, used to be a priest or something, and this guy's like, ever since he left our spiritual healing house for that heathen doctor's back alley. It's more complex than that, but that's...
Yeah.
Now he won't participate in my MLM anymore.
He turned straight.
Lost a good one.
Ellie shakes her head. Did someone say MLM?
Yeah.
Oh, you rapscallion, you. Think he's in here? Is it you? No, shit, it was the other way.
Up on the roof while she was like thinking in the last session, she wasn't actually contemplating her like family's failures or like her shortcomings. She was actually just like updating her Wattpad, and the reception was better. And that's when, you know.
Oh, Lloyd! Hey!
Oh yes, I'm just up here thinking about how my families are failures and implicit in the
Lady,
corruption.
if Randy asked you on a date, where would you say yes to?
I'm filling out a quiz.
Oh,
Definitely right, friend fiction.
that's right. I forgot. Also, something important that happened last time was we met a very normal man who we immediately started reading as a really weird incel stalker.
I don't know what happened. It jumped out. The incel jumped out.
Oh yeah, that guy.
That's not on us.
Yeah, no, the text
that's me.
actually did support that reading. It's just funny how we immediately went with it to like 11, like no subtlety.
We made it less bald-faced, but he was saying some pretty suspect shit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I know there's no reason for this to bother me, but I hate square courts.
Oh yeah?
I don't like it. Yeah.
I actually
This
kind of
looks-
do, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
It-
the way that they look in the crossbell
You know,
Arcus's.
It's
It
got like a Lego
reminds me-
aesthetic.
You know what it looks like? Especially that hit 2 and I guess space quartz. Those are the blocks you can't blow up in Bomberman multiplayer.
Whoa.
That's what they look like.
Jello doesn't make the rules. He just
points
says
out
like it
facts.
is, yeah.
Only facts.
I'm trying to think.
Gosh, if we have to pad for time, maybe we could go get some sort of confectionery.
Yeah, we could get like crepes or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking something more chilled.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with Tio, actually. We should get, like, a cold soda.
A tear rolls down her face.
What's that thing you can combine with a soda to make a root beer float? What's the other half of the
Ice.
ingredient?
Well, if you have to make it float, you could put the can in like an inner tube or something.
Probably nitrogen to make it like fizzy.
Why are you all doing this to me?
We
Boys-
just spend
boys just
the
standing
rest
here.
of the time standing
God,
here.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Oh man, I'm dying for a snow cone.
Tio, you all right? You have a really far off look in your eyes.
She's like clinging over Ellie, who's too distracted writing her fan fiction.
Hey Ellie, let's go get some shaved ice and bring it back to the friends.
I'll
Oh,
take that at this point.
I'm so stupid. Oh, Tio, man, I'm so sorry. It was right in front of me, and I was just completely oblivious. We do need to check in on Risha to make sure the case is going okay. I don't know
I
if
wanted ice cream, but the only cold thing I'm getting is a shoulder.
it's a shoulder. I don't think there's. You know what? Sure, we'll talk to Ilya. We'll stall for time for like another 5 minutes.
Boom. Yeah.
Oh, my favorite little guy and his friends have entered the scene. Morning. You look like you just woke up, Ilya. Yeah, kinda. May have slept in a bit too much this morning. Not to worry, my friends. I won't fall behind cause of this.
Well, if you say so.
Oh man, can't believe we're getting a glimpse of Ilya's personal life. I feel like a million Mira right now.
Brandy.
I can't believe she wakes up just like me.
Just like a normal person.
A million Mira can buy many ice creams.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for conducting the investigation.
Hi, Yin.
Not a problem. It's our job after all. Looks like the first division's already on the case too. Oh, this shaved ice is great.
Yeah, they ended up buying me a shaved ice too. Ilya showed up late today, so she didn't get any.
I understand.
Silent fist clenches and tear rolls down cheek.
Arthur.
Yeah, the Arthur fist. I appreciated that meme. I wish it had stayed around longer. Soon it'll be our only new Arthur content. Will be people making new Arthur fist memes.
That guy looks like
And
Niall.
YouTube poops.
A little bit. I think this is the... Yeah, Inspector Donovan.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
All right.
You know, well, we'll go and we'll move on, but there, you know, if
We'll see.
if people should show up mid thing.
I did specify the time zone. It is possible the guest didn't know I meant central, even though I did say that.
Hmm.
Oh, we'll see.
The IBC building, huh? Thing never fails to impress me.
Irritable bowel control. Yeah, it's enormous.
Something I, Austin, do not have.
Yeah. It's enormous. I'd guess it's about at least 10 stories high.
I believe it's actually about 16 stories.
No one is impressed.
I've heard that
She like doubles over like she just took an arrow to the
the
chest.
chest. I feel like I'd be impressed with me. I heard that companies unaffiliated with the IBC rent office space between the 5th and 10th floors.
Oh, really? That's news to me.
Indeed, they are a significant source of Crossbell's tax revenue.
3 whole floors are AWS.
So, what's the plan? We did show up without an appointment, after all.
Why don't we try speaking with the receptionist? She might be able to help us.
Is this Dieter?
No. Oh, it's
No!
it's normal man.
Oh, Ernest!
She's even stuttering on it. God, the game really makes it easy to read this highly uncomfy relationship into this.
Ah, fancy meeting you here.
Uh,
I see you're with your colleagues, so I can only assume you're here for work.
Right.
Yes.
No other
we
reason
are.
for you to be with other men, Ellie.
Oh God, I thought I'd gotten over this yesterday, but it hurts every time. Yeah, we are. There's something we'd like to look into. We don't need your help. Are you here to see Dieter Croix? Is that how you say that?
Dieter Croix. It's
Dieter
actually just straight up
Croix.
Croix. I hate it, but
I can't believe they pronounced the S.
Okay, Croix. Are you here to see Dieter Croix, Ernest? Ah, yes. I went for a consultation regarding how to manage the office's operational things. You know, man work. As you know, work will become much easier next month, so I'm trying to get a head start.
I think it's busier. It's like the opposite of easier.
Cozy.
Don't correct me, woman.
I see. That makes sense. Oh, by the way, Ellie, have you given my offer some thought?
God, it's
Did you
been
get
a
my
day.
Text? Did you get my text?
Yes. No, I haven't gotten your text. My phone is broken. I apologize, but
Your phone is perfectly functional, Ellie. Here, I'll call it right now to demonstrate.
Ellie fucking throws it off the bridge.
off the bridge. No, I have not only never had a
Oh,
phone.
no,
but
there
I
it
don't know what a phone is. What's a phone? I apologize, but I'm not ready to resign from the force just yet. I still haven't truly accomplished my goal.
What's your goal?
And-
Right now it's to be chief.
God, and as long as that continues to be the case, I'm only half the woman I could be. As a matter of fact, I'm positive that I'd only be a burden to grandfather with the way I am now. Could you answer this at least?
Would you go on a date with me?
Is the road you've taken the only way for you to achieve your goal? What if it's an illusion? All of your efforts would go to waste. I don't deny the possibility. However, the knowledge I've gained these last 2 months has broadened my horizons more than I could have ever hoped. And I feel myself growing stronger as a person with each new obstacle we overcome. Had I followed your advice and immediately became one of Grandfather's secretaries, I would have missed out on all these valuable experiences. I've been shot at like 6 times. It's very exciting. And I'll have to apologize to you once more. I'm going to continue my work with the SSS as hard as I can until I've reached my full potential. Go fuck yourself, Ernest. Seriously.
Oh, friend zoned again.
Friends, yeah, you got me. Well, at least you're not as uncertain as you were before. Is that so? Very well. I won't press you any further. How unfortunate. Just when I thought I'd gained
At
a...
the woman of my life.
God, I do not like the fusion of Firo Prochanezo and Claire Stanfield.
You've defied my expectations, Ellie. Oh, Ernest.
You've defined my expectations, woman.
Now I know all women are whores.
Oh no! Not in front of my friends! I have one small request of you. I would like you to attend the anniversary festival's opening ceremony next month. As much as I'd love for your mother to come, we know that won't.
What a shitty thing to like slide in there.
I know. What a jab. He's just negging her. That's all this is. Your grandfather may become lonely if none of his family members attend. Understood. I'll make sure to be there. Well, Ernest, thank you for everything you've done. Well, I was your teacher at one point, remember?
Just wanted to
Well,
throw
that makes this so
Yeah,
much worse.
Just wanted to throw that extra creepy dimension on here.
This is trivial compared to that.
Ooh.
Oh, would you look at the time? I didn't mean to take away from all of your duties. I just wanted to pop down here for a second and neg everyone. If you'll excuse me, everyone. Also, I'll be leaving Ellie in your care.
Hey,
Right. Eyes darting to the side.
I know no one's gonna care but me, but the IBC logo is awful.
It's pretty
Oh,
bad.
yeah, it's ugly. I hate that. I hate that Ernest has.
designed by Monokuma.
I hate that Ernest has such a like a cute design.
Yeah, for such a
I don't think he's supposed to read as rancid as we're reading him, but now that I'm like reading his dialogue more closely, I think he actually is supposed to have this undertone.
Yeah,
To
he
some
seems like a
extent.
jerk. I get the impression you're on his mind a lot, Ellie.
Oh, don't go there.
Also, what was that about Ernest being your teacher?
Oh, that. Yeah, he was my tutor when I was a child. Sadly, we haven't talked much since I returned from my studies abroad.
Just haircut. Sadly,
He's like, you're 18 now, right?
I understand why you wanted to study abroad now. I assume he wishes to become a member of the Diet, yes?
Actually, I don't remember if she is 18. I think she is. I think she and Lloyd are both 18 exactly.
I think you're right. They're the same age.
Correct. I think he plans to announce his candidacy for next year's Diet election. It'll be difficult for him to win, though. He comes off as a creep and everyone knows it. I don't think he has plans on joining either the Imperial or Republican factions. He's probably gonna try to be a libertarian or something.
Ah, so,
That
so he's
tracks.
gonna be Rand Paul, huh? Oh, I gotta say,
Randy doesn't like
Randy.
Rand Paul.
I gotta say, he's pretty built for a secretary. Practice some kind of martial arts?
He's an experienced fencer, if I'm recalling correctly. I heard that he also serves as grandfather's bodyguard because of his skills. He thinks it's very impressive and that girls will like him because of it.
Hey, you want to see my sword collection?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That explains why he's in shape.
Oh, I see. He can be your Angle or your Devil.
Oh, boy.
Okay, this is probably...
Time's up, unfortunately. Well,
If it's
I
who
want-
we think. If it's who we think. No! Okay.
No! Oh boy, it's this fucker! Heidi ho, neighborinos. It feels like it's been forever since we last met.
Did you just talk to that registered sex offender?
I knew it.
The news about last month's incidents with those monsters left me speechless. By the way, do you like this mustard look I'm going for or no? Veto? Yay? Nay? Don't you worry, my friends. I know you've been busting your humps, much like that guy outside your window.
Don't tell.
Grace, please.
Best for Ellie's not on the first floor. That means he's there with like a step ladder or something. Like fucking Animal House.
There's a noodling guitar. Ellie!
He won't stop singing Wonderwall.
He stands outside holding up a boombox.
An Orbital boombox.
And then they've got like a 9-line exchange about Orbital boomboxes being a thing.
Yeah.
As if anyone at this point would be like, what? How do they have a radio? Like, I don't know why they keep bothering. There's literally only one answer to that question at any given time.
And after all...
Now that you mention it, didn't you write that article? No, wait, now that you mention it, you didn't write that article, did you, Grace?
Correct. Alas, I was away from Crossbell, covering a different event that needed the Grace touch. To be honest, I was hoping I could be the SSS Soul Reporter. I like writing articles about you guys. Our hypothesis was accurate then.
Well, getting dunked on all the time by your articles can wear you down, you know?
Nut. It's like you can't understand. It's like you can't understand the immense love I harbor for the SSS. I'm like a mama bird watching her chicks grow up.
On a day like today, rookie cops like you should be burning in hell.
I'm like a mama birds are singing. The flowers are blooming. Nut. Well, putting that aside for just a sec, you do have business here, right? I hope we throw a whole conga line of NPCs out at you so you can't get inside. Do I detect hints of another sensational investigation blossoming?
No, not at all. It's just your imagination.
We're just here to ask a few questions, that's all.
Well, if you say so. I'm actually pretty busy myself, so I'll leave you guys alone. For now. I'll catch up with my besties later. Oh, my Popeyes is almost here. Da-da-nut-nut.
That foxy lady's always marching to the beat of her own drum.
She did not hound us as much as she usually does, however. Do you think she is busy with something else?
I'd assume so. She has a lot of ground to cover with the anniversary festival on the horizon. And apparently a 25, Popeye's 25 chicken tenders.
It'd be nice if she'd refrain from... It'd be nice if she'd refrained from writing another article on us. Well, whatever. I think we've wasted enough time here already, looks at the camera. Let's see if we can get ourselves an appointment with the CEO.
Well, maybe we'll encounter the CEO first.
Okay.
I don't remember which of the new characters we encounter first. It might be this. Yeah, we'll see.
I would guess it'd be the CEO.
Well, CEO.
Hello and welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. It's good to see you again, Miss McDowell. I see you've brought your SSS companions too. Thank you for helping us.
I see you brought your SSS courts.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping us test our new service. It couldn't have reached its current popularity without your efforts.
Be right back.
Really? That's good to hear.
I am glad we were able to assist you. Likewise, we'll be sure to rely on your help again when the time comes. Anyway, how may I help you today?
Well, actually...
There's something I'd like to ask you, Lanfei. Would it be possible to see Mr. Croyce?
Oh?
I'm back.
You're not here to see Miss Croyce?
Indeed,
No.
I must apologize for our lack of an appointment, however. But even so, I'd still like to meet with him, or is he too busy?
No, he should be in his office right now. Will your companions be joining you for the meeting?
They will be, yes. We'd like to ask him a few questions regarding a certain incident.
Oh, really? Presses silent alarm to summon specifically corrupt cops.
There's 2 buttons underneath cops, corrupt cops.
Good cop, bad cop.
Understood. Please wait while I notify him of your arrival.
Ding!
Leave it up to Mademoiselle to crash the CEO's party like it's nothing.
Seriously, it's like she's from a totally different world.
Yes? Okay. Understood, I'll send them in. Mr. Croyce will meet with you now, Miss McDowell. I'll issue you a key card for the elevator. His office is on the top floor.
Excellent. Thank you, Lanfei. Shall we board the elevator then?
Sounds like a plan. I have to say, you really pulled through back there, Ellie.
Yeah, well...
Being able to talk to people at a counter. You're killing it.
Thanks.
Set on up and have a nice little chat with Mr. CEO himself.
It's easy. You just walk everywhere like you own everything, and people treat you like you do. It's very easy.
It also helps that my grandfather is the mayor.
Your grandfather is the mayor?
I'm
You know
dying.
my dad?
Yeah.
The CEO's office is on the top floor, right? What's the purpose of this card we were given, though?
That's just an identification card. Because of all the different businesses that operate out of this building, the IBC issues cards to access the appropriate floor.
So it's basically a beefed up security system then. Kind of feel like they're using all the latest gadgets just because they can.
Well, the IBC once led the Crossbell City portion of the Orbital Network project. The scope of the project grew to its current size once the Crossbellan government joined. I have heard speculation that the IBC provides approximately 60% of the funding.
I've heard the same as well. I believe the government provides 30%, while the Epstein Foundation provides the final 10%.
Incredible. I didn't know they were shouldering more than half the cost.
We should probably start this elevator.
So you're telling me Crossbell's most generous man's waiting for us up top, huh?
Yes, now give me the card, please. I'll take us to where we need to go.
Why don't we talk about more crossbell trivia? We should stop occupying the elevator. Nah,
You seen this elevator? You can fit like 80 people in here.
this is 19 times the size of my apartment.
Wow.
I live in a closet like Fry from
It's even bigger
Futurama.
than Harold Hayworth's car.
Impossible. Wow! A window!
Wow.
Wow. Look at that texture.
Look at that background drawn in Mario Paint.
This view is amazing.
Whew. Bet this place cost him a mountain of Mira.
Hardly compares. Yep.
I absolutely agree. May I have a chicken tender, Tio?
May I have ice cream?
Walks away from you.
Oh, touche. The CEO's office is at the end of this hallway. I think it'd be rude of us to keep him waiting after he agreed to meet on such short notice.
That's why guys, next time we get in the elevator, let's start the elevator before we start talking, okay?
Good call.
It's like they have no elevator etiquette.
It's like that scene from
I wonder if
Evangelion.
we're allowed to go in here. No. Okay. All right. Well, okay, now, do you want this guy or the other one or both, Jello? You seem
I
very
want
excited.
this guy.
Okay.
It's oh man, that's a really important. You tell me, Aram, which one will I have more fun with?
I think you'll probably have more fun with the other one if you can only have one.
Okay.
But, so let's see. Do I want? Oh man. I think I'm gonna take a crack at this guy because he's a flavor of character that I don't think I otherwise have in this game, and
All right.
I think we don't want to give him to Austin because he probably has the most direct dialogue with Lloyd.
Uncle Dieter, it's Ellie.
Oh, come in, come in.
Thank
Oh,
you,
he's
sir.
Garrison Calabast.
He's got a little. Ellie, it's been far too long. Close to half a year, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right. But more importantly, I'm glad to see you're doing well, Uncle Dieter.
This is my uncle, man in suit.
Yes, you can tell we look similar. My apologies for not having scheduled a
I
proper
inherited
appointment
it
with
from
you.
him.
Oh, don't talk as though we're strangers. Please, relax. You're my little girl's best friend and the daughter of my own good friend as well. Surely you haven't forgotten. You are nothing short of family at this point.
Oh,
That was
thank
weirdly
you, Uncle.
expository.
Think nothing of it. Now, I've heard from my dear beloved daughter that you've joined the CPD. Would these be your fellow officers then?
They are indeed. We're all a part of the special support section.
Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings.
I'm Ramsey Orlando.
Chicken.
It's nice to finally meet Chicken. I've read all about you in the Crossbell Times farmer section. I am Dieter Croix, CEO of the International Bank of Crossbell and part-time Lad Russo impersonator.
Yeah, it's not as bad in this portrait as it is in his other one. Man, does he really look like Lad?
Yes, no, I got
guess
Go ahead.
in fairness, in the actual light novels, here's a Bakano fact. In the actual light novels that this guy illustrates, Lad has silver hair for some reason, so it's not the same guy. But in the anime, he sure looks a lot like this.
Yeah. Lloyd, Randy, and Tio, you said. We're all friends here, so I would appreciate it if you were at ease around me.
Put down your guns.
Okay.
Were his teeth gleaming just now?
This old dude's a breath of fresh air, huh? Anyway, shall we get down to business? I believe you're here to ask me a few questions. May I ask what they concern?
Right. So the thing is, we're trying to uncover.
I really thought they'd fade to black and fade up. They never do.
We're trying to uncover the truth behind our current investigation, and as of now,
You were saying...
Faked you out there, you fuck.
Yeah, gotcha, Jello. You shut your mouth, you little whore. I think I understand your predicament. It's called being a little whore. This Yin fellow sent an orb mail from the IBC to your office, did he?
Try drinking your milk. That'll make you into a big whore, you little whore.
Oh goodness, I love this. Correct.
We suspect it was sent from the IBC's main terminal. There's a strong possibility Yin took control of the terminal in order to do just that.
I see. To be perfectly honest, I have the utmost confidence in our building's security. Even more so when it comes to the floor the main terminal is on. Only a few authorized individuals can access it as it is. Furthermore, you must have the proper authentication to operate the terminal.
I know this may be rude of me to ask, but have any employees with the proper clearance been acting suspiciously recently?
No, it's just, the only two people with clearance are me and that Arkan Seal new recruit. She asked if she could have it. I'm not sure why, but I'm a generous fellow.
Perhaps a recent hire, or someone who's been acting out of the ordinary.
Not that I can think of. To be frank, there isn't a single employee I don't trust. But that brings me to another thought, Lloyd. Have you not explored any other avenues?
Others? Like what?
Let's see. Okay, for example, what if I was pretending to be this Yin character and I sent you the message?
Okay, I like this guy.
I know.
You're joking, right?
You must be. That can't be true. Quit it.
Calm down, everyone. It was purely hypothetical, of course. Could you imagine the headlines if I'd revealed that I was, in fact, a legendary assassin? A legendary
that be
hero, Cucumber!
Amazing. Just JP Morgan turns out to be a legendary assassin.
Yeah.
JP Morgan or Hanzo Hattori?
This goes without saying,
You ever
but...
seen them in the same room? I have not. No.
You're right. I have never seen you in the same
This goes
room.
without saying, but reality is hardly ever that outlandish.
Right, of course.
Uncle, I would appreciate it if you didn't scare us like that, even hypothetically.
Quite the practical joker, is he not?
I apologize. That was crude of me. However, I would give things a second glance. If one of my employees was truly responsible for sending you the orb mail, would I not essentially be implicated in that crime?
I suppose so?
That is certainly one way to look at it.
So, you're telling us not to consider any IBC workers as the suspect?
No! Tio, that transmission between the IBC and the SSS terminals, would it be possible to mask the location it was sent from?
An interesting question. It is possible that the IBC's main terminal was hacked from an external source.
Hacked?
What does that mean?
I don't fully understand it myself, but I believe it's a technique used for the unauthorized operation of a terminal, primarily by breaching one security system.
That would be the core of it, yes. Any terminal connected to the Orbital network can, theoretically, be accessed by another terminal. You would need to be unbelievably talented and familiar with the technology, of course.
People capable of accessing terminals through such means are known as hackers. They do not forgive, they do not forget. The Orbital network is still in its testing phase, so there are a limited number of places that have access to terminals. But despite these limitations, we have already begun to encounter security issues.
Interesting.
So you're telling me, not only is this Yin guy some crazy assassin, but he's also an Orbital whiz?
I don't think we should jump to conclusions. Though we should consider the possibility that the orb mail was sent from elsewhere.
Well, I truly hope the situation is resolved without having to doubt my loyal employees. More importantly, it poses a serious problem if the main terminal has been hacked. I have an idea. Would you like to enter the terminal room and investigate it for yourselves?
Seriously?
Did you not expect that you would be able to do that? Because, alright.
No! I'm only a cop. They don't let us do anything.
Are you sure that's okay?
Of course! You may be able to find evidence of hacking if you examine the terminal itself. I'll have the staff down there assist you in case you have any questions.
That would be incredibly helpful, sir.
Thank you, Uncle. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. This is an issue that I, too, should find an answer to, no? And I must say, Ellie, I get the impression that you've been living quite the fulfilling life these days. Or am I mistaken?
I'm here to validate your character arc. Pat pat.
Oh, thank you, because so far you're great. I love you.
I had my reservations when I first heard that you decided to join the CPD. However, I now understand just how valuable your experiences have been for you. Please, allow me to aid you in any way I can.
Oh, Uncle Dieter, I wish you were my dad. It's reassuring to hear that from you.
I'm glad. Oh, one more thing. I see great potential in the four of you now that we've spoken face to face.
Really? Why is that?
I've taken a great interest in you. Little bank humor for you.
That actually really got me. I'm sure you've realized this already, but Crossspell is plagued with a rather unique set of problems. And I'm sure Ellie is painfully aware of this as well, as Welly. I believe that the most significant problem we face as a society is that justice has lost all substance. It has become a shadow of its former self.
What do you mean, sir? How is that possible?
I haven't been paying any attention this entire game.
We
Hi.
just had a conversation about this on the roof.
My name is Lloyd Bannings. I live in an old people's house.
You're gonna say I live in an old shoe.
Could you elaborate, please?
The idea, the very concept of justice, has become nothing more than an empty vessel. Lip service, if you will. Everyone has their own perspective, of course. There are some that believe justice is dead. Whatever their opinions are of the present, one truth remains. Humans have ever been in pursuit of justice. That is what drives us forward, gives us the will to move on.
I don't know what any of that means.
You're a cop.
Is that really so Is that really so impotent? Is that really so important?
Justice is the foundation of a trustworthy society. If criminals were not bound by the justice that we call law, people would isolate themselves in the safety of their own homes, never to venture out into what they see as a dangerous world. If that were the case, any hope of a functioning society would disappear. While justice has become somewhat ambiguous in Crossbell, we still manage to live our lives.
Maybe so.
Political corruption, the criminal underworld. Even if the police cannot tame them, the economic prosperity we currently experience allows our citizenry to live their lives in relative comfort. Petty crime is at an all-time low because of it. But an unseen evil still spreads across our land.
Have you heard of the curse of Erebonia?
However, despite the dire situation, people still seek justice. From the very core of their being, they desire it once more. Because no matter what shape or form justice takes, people will always pursue the security that is a trustworthy society. And that is precisely why Crossbell's bracers experience the popularity they do.
Oh.
They put the safety of the civilians above all else. They certainly do seem to be allies of justice.
Ain't that the truth? Kinda had a gut feeling Crossbellans worship the guild way more than any other country does.
I wholeheartedly agree. It's clear to see.
The extent to which bracers can exercise justice is severely limited, however. That has been, and continues to be, their fatal flaw.
Until they decide it isn't.
It's simply impossible for them to resolve the injustices of this city. That is why I expect great things from you. You may be the cure to the plague Crossbell struggles against.
What?
Wasn't paying attention.
So, are you telling us to start taking down all the bad guys? That's a large order, Dieter. Ha! Trust me, I have no intention of having you tackle such a childish, naive mission. You
Die!
Die! You all, in your own ways, seem to be desperately pursuing justice. And it's important that you show it in ways your average Crossbellan can comprehend. That way, they can see that justice is not out of reach.
I see.
Justice still lives on in Crossbell. You want us to give people a reason to believe that.
Exactly. For that reason, every article that the Crossbell Times publishes on the
Beautiful, sir.
Thank you. So I didn't get in my morning practice this morning. But seriously, every article that the Crossbell Times publishes on the special support section is vital to your success. People notice and remember. You may still be young and inexperienced officers who make mistakes from time to time, but I believe everyone will notice your earnest pursuit of justice. There will be a fair amount of naysayers. However, I don't believe that the majority of our citizenry has a negative perception of you. In fact, I think they've begun to place their hopes in the SSS, even if they may not show it quite yet. Look at me, delivering a passionate speech in the heat of the moment. Let's return to the issue at hand, shall we? I believe I was about to give you permission to go and inspect the terminal room, yes?
Subtext, get out of my office.
Yes, sir, that's right. As long as you're still willing, of course.
Where should we go to gain access?
The sewer, of course.
Oh, God.
Let me see. I would gladly escort you, but unfortunately I have many matters to attend to once our discussion has concluded.
Our apologies. We didn't mean to overstay our welcome.
Pay it no mind. I enjoyed our brief chat. Shall I have one of my employees take you?
That won't be necessary, I assume.
Yeah.
Stink
Oh, no, she
stonk,
has
stink
spiraled.
stonk.
Gee.
Belle!
Ah,
That's what you call me?
So you've returned.
Yes, Father. I just arrived moments ago. It's been too long, Ellie.
Ooh, cut it out, Belle.
How long has it been? 2 months? 3? Have you gotten thinner, Ellie? Have you been eating right? We can always fix that, no problem. I also see that your arms and legs have shaped up nicely, too. Very impressive.
Oh, it's only natural that I'd build some muscle given our daily routines.
Takes a lot of finger muscle to pull that gun trigger.
Every day. I may have actually gained a few pounds, believe it or not. All the pasta and salad that I make for everybody.
Oh, is that right? Now that you mention it, I can feel that your muscles have become a bit more flexible. I must say, this sensation is absolutely marvelous. It really is something to behold.
Oh, but please, stop.
I'm not into this genre.
Bold, isn't she?
Thank you, Idios. I will treasure this moment for the rest of my life.
I get the impression their relationship transcends your ordinary friendship.
Just gals.
Hasn't
You know what?
this heart...
Things are starting to add up, actually, now that I think about it.
Hasn't this heartfelt reunion carried on long enough, Maribel? Or would you rather our guests continue to stare?
Stare?
Oh dear. Suck away all the fun, Father.
Everyone, allow me to introduce my friend. This is Maribel Croix, Uncle Dieter's daughter and my best friend. These are my colleagues, Belle. Lloyd, Randy, and Tio.
Enough with the introductions, dear. I'd much rather inspect them myself.
Well, just be careful. Tio's 14.
I see.
Austin?
Austin, just so you know, the first, like, second of every time you talk gets cut out.
Yeah.
What?
What? Says Lloyd, falling off the side of the building and vanishing.
Can I help you? You pass, dear. You're as cute as a button. And both of you fail. Miserably.
Huh? The hell? I'm cute as a button, too. Cuter.
The thought of you mangy mutts being by my dear Ellie's side day in, day out is revolting. The goddess herself must be sobbing, no, weeping at this tragedy. Absolutely unacceptable.
Did you just call us mutts?
Calm down, Belle. It's okay.
And what's with your outfits? They are far too casual for someone of Ellie's pedigree. You could have at least had the decency to wear an appropriate suit or something of the like.
These clothes make traveling easier. Like when we're having to hike in the mountains or if we have to trek through difficult terrain.
Quiet! I didn't ask for any excuses, did I? You see, Ellie, this is exactly why I didn't want you to work for the CPD. Why couldn't you have worked for me instead? It would have been much more worthwhile. It would have been a much more worthwhile use of your time and talent.
I've been hearing that a lot. That's enough, Belle.
Ha ha ha! What a vivacious group of youngsters you are. You're all around the same age, so you should focus on becoming friendlier. Go out and do something fun together sometime. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for me to stop putting off my next appointment. Could you show our guests to the terminal room later, Belle?
The terminal room? Why would I do that?
You can ask them for the finer details. Farewell, everyone. It was a pleasure.
Vanishes through the floor.
Oh.
Mo. Aw, man. A tactical retreat, if I have ever seen one. Oh, that oaf.
Then could you please lead us to...
I wasn't finished talking down to you yet.
Oh.
I love her.
You there, with the fiery red hair and gaudy outfit. Do you honestly think that is acceptable? A built physique like yours demands to be shown off in a suit. Real man.
She's like bitch Phoenica.
There's a lot of that archetype.
Yeah, that's Phoenica's more like non-bitch this archetype, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how Dawn reads her because I haven't played the Cold Steel games she is in.
Who?
So.
Me? Sorry to disappoint, but that ain't gonna happen. I'm a bona fide Casanova. I don't need no suits. Don't get me wrong, though. I would never try to seduce Mademoiselle, especially during a romantic moonlit night. You know, like my main man Lloyd right here.
Oh, here's the bus, and here's Lloyd. Excuse me?
Oh no.
Randy, why?
Okay, would you please stop retelling the story in an intentionally misleading way?
I failed to see exactly what he said was misleading.
No.
Man, I would stop betraying you all if you would buy me some fucking ice cream. Besides,
you never asked for ice cream even once.
Besides, your mood has improved dramatically since last night's fateful rendezvous under the stars.
Tio, please.
Oh, come on! You're making it worse on purpose, Tio. Don't say that you aren't.
This is like, for some reason, I'm like I'm way more charmed by this than Reen getting bullied. Cause this
It works better for Lloyd because Lloyd is kind of he's an idiot in a lot of ways, whereas Reen is supposed to be extremely canny, and then he just chooses to be oblivious. He's like, this will resolve its
Maribel, put him down! Put him down!
Lloyd, wasn't it? Care to elaborate on your friend's little story? Because there's something I'd like to know. What vile, lecherous things have you done to my sweet, innocent Ellie?
Ellie X's out of her Wattpad app.
I haven't done anything to her. Why would I? Ellie, would you please back me up here?
Lift you up, you say? I think I understand the situation now. Shall I show you to the terminal room then? It's called the terminal room because that's where I decide your fates.
Oh, please show mercy on them.
I
but
won't.
that'd be lovely, Belle. But it's not too much trouble.
Of course not. I do anything for you, Ellie.
So, have we cleared up that misunderstanding?
Chat, I thought the fade out was going into battle.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like it matters anymore. I was just worried about what kind of unsavory group the special support section was. In the end, you'll have to prove that you're worthy of being called Ellie's colleagues.
Wait, why was I the only one under fire?
Dude, I could have sworn she was about to choke slam you back there.
I offer you my sympathies, Lloyd.
No, you don't.
I think you've had enough fun, Belle. Could you show us to the terminal room now before you strangle my colleagues?
Of course. Follow me. The terminal room is down on floor... I read that as floor BS.
Sorry.
Oh.
Clicked off the window for a second.
Yeah, I have to assume our guest misread and thought I meant 7 Pacific, because this is a pretty crazy amount of time to be slightly late. In which case, they might show up around like 9:20, but who can say?
Shall we board the elevator then?
Austin?
It's a real piece of work.
What did you say?
Oh God! Shut up, Lloyd. I promise, she's not a bad person. She's just... It's just I sometimes can't be sure if she's being overbearing or overly enthusiastic. Both.
No biggie. She and her old man sure make a hell of a team, don't they?
That is unsurprising for the two heads of the famous International Bank of Crossbell.
So
I'm in your party now.
So after this scene, I DM'd Jay and I was like, well, okay, hang on.
Yin, was it? What exactly is his objective?
I don't know.
We haven't been able to come to a conclusion yet, unfortunately.
Got any takes for us, Lloyd? I'm sure you probably figured out a thing or two already.
Yeah, about that.
I have no fucking idea.
What if I told you the threat letter and the orb mail were written by 2 different people?
What's that supposed to mean?
I am not sure I follow.
It's actually pretty simple. The threat letter's phrasing is odd, but straightforward. Meanwhile, if you'll recall the orb mail...
Yep.
The orb mail is written with an old-fashioned diction. Don't you think they read nothing alike?
Not to mention the first person thinks caps lock is cruise control for cool.
Wow, that's an old one.
Yeah, that is an old one.
Not to mention Aram is from 2000. Damn, I feel kind of old now.
Sir, may I recommend a fine Aram? Tonight's bottle is from 2000. $40 a
A
pop.
fine vintage.
Would you care for all your base belong to us, sir?
I think that's even more recent than
No, that's older.
really. I mean, the
Yeah,
game
all-
is. The meme, I think, is like 2002 or 3. All right.
And what do you make of all of this?
Few possibilities come to mind already. For example, what if Yin doesn't operate alone? Their accomplice could have sent us the orb mail. Another possibility is that Yin intentionally wrote them differently to throw us off. I could list off an endless number of possibilities, and Quite frankly, it wouldn't be smart of us to continue investigating based off of assumptions.
Well put. How interesting.
Come again?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, Maribel, please. You don't have to be like that.
Welcome to B5F. This floor houses the IBC's main terminal.
It's short for best friends.
Holds Ellie's hand.
Hi.
It's actually an adorable reaction.
The terminal room is right down the stairs.
Next to the air conditioning unit.
Oh, fuck.
Be sure not to leave your stink on our stairwell, Mr. Bannings.
Oh, God.
You pulled out all the stops in securing this place, didn't you?
Of course. We're considering storing all our clientele's data here eventually. Since we lack any safeguards against hackers, we have to play it by ear in the meantime.
That's worrisome.
No, it's the air conditioner. We could have...
Y'all
we
still
could
hear it?
have-
Yep.
A little
We
bit.
could have a national scandal on our hands if client data were to leak, right? That's correct. And for that reason, we're still in the development stages. What did I say about not getting your stink on there, Bannings?
I do love bullying Lloyd just as much as the next person, but when someone other than me does it, I don't know, I feel kind of jealous.
Jealous. Why? Is there some sort of romantic investment going on here? Lloyd! Please!
Oh, God. Oh, no. No, I just love kicking him while he's down, I swear.
Wow.
Man, I'm freaking blown away. Is this what the future looks like? Yeah, by the future you mean 3 years from now.
Yeah.
The IB.
That's what is Maria. Perfect.
The IBC's going balls to the wall with this state-of-the-art tech, huh?
Every fucking time I take a bite.
This is the latest cutting-edge information This is the latest cutting-edge information processing system developed by the Epstein Foundation. I believe Liberal's high-speed cruiser also utilizes a similar system. You must be referring to the famous R-Sail. The systems they use are essentially the same, but there's one major difference. They suck. We've increased the processing power several-fold to handle the vast network of information.
Incredible.
I love this jam. Miss Croyce?
Good morning,
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you. I hope the same for you. I trust the project is proceeding smoothly.
Of course. All thanks to your continued support.
Our recent
have this,
simulations are proving to be extremely successful. Sorry, who exactly are these guys? I'm used to be a soldier, by the way. That's why I sound like this.
They're with the Crossbell Police Department. Oh, by the way, there's a possibility that our main terminal has been hacked into by an external source.
What? Hacked?
Well... Tio, mind explaining the situation to them?
Even turning to me before the cut to black is a waste of our time. Yes, allow me.
Somebody hacked into the network? I can't deny that the possibility exists, but I'm in total disbelief that it actually happened.
No, this should be impossible. I refuse to accept that somebody out there could hack into our system this easily.
If you're this adamant, then we'll have to assume that one of the two of you sent the orb mail. Die. So, which of you two is yin? Cough it up.
I see you caught me finally.
We're both yin.
Hold on a second! That's crazy!
We must have been hacked because the two of us are completely worthless.
He's, being pretty hard on himself. Completely worthless! Please step on me!
Bell reminds me of a queen, kind of like Ilya. Granted, a more dominant one, but still.
Special Support Section's terminal received the orb mail around 3 a.m. Be a doll and look through the logs around that time period, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll look through them right away. Ah! Are you
I found
reading?
it. Here it is.
Can you read any of this? No!
It's all going too quick! The Orbmail's encryption algorithm was cracked right under our noses. Wow, we suck!
It's as we thought.
Pretty solid evidence our hackers coming from outside the IBC, don't ya think? Hold on, I'll trace his point of access. Okay, the point of access is no good, I lost it, I'm worthless!
So, we still have no idea where the hacker managed to enter the system from.
Yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. He managed to erase any trace of tampering with the system. Most I can confirm with complete confidence is that he used a terminal somewhere in the city.
The perp is probably in Crossbell.
Ace detective!
Oh, he's good. Really good. May I use the terminal for a moment? I suspect you are incompetent.
Huh?
But
Go ahead, sweetheart. You're Tio, right? You can tinker with our system as much as you like. Thank you. I will begin then.
Am I like a... When she shows up in Cold Steel 3, she's just straight up like a computer wizard, like literally by that point.
Yeah. Huh?
So Tio can not only hack, but she can also talk to the animals. What
Tio
can
can do
Tio not do?
fucking
Tio can hack
everything.
animals.
Don't you recognize me, Ellie? I'm your OC from your fanfiction who can do anything. Is she?
Are we in Recreators?
Amazing.
I said it.
Attempting real-time control by multi-dimensional analysis. Analyzing all terminal logs, examining all suspicious logins leaving traces of concealment.
She's amazing!
What is this insane processing speed? What is this power? Ah!
Please support me, you two, and by that I mean stop talking. Accessing all Crossbell terminals with administrator privileges. I am transferring any suspicious logins to you, so please examine them for me.
Right!
This is the Tio theme, by the way.
I'm gonna put on turbo so
Yeah.
it looks even more impressive.
Get me some fucking ice cream.
Ellie, are you following any of this?
No, not in the slightest, but it is kind of amazing.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't know what's going on.
Now I see. Tio is an Orbital staff user. While that impressive piece of technology allows for the instantaneous use of magic, it also functions as a conduit for augmented control of terminals.
You understand what's going on?
I didn't say you could fucking talk to me.
Well, Bell
Yes, ma'am.
studied... Oh, love that. You have him yes ma'aming you? I haven't been able to do that, and I've been with him for like months. Well, Belle studied orbital engineering at the Epstein Foundation, so it's no surprise that she's a bit familiar.
You could say that I know a thing or two about orbital technology. Looks like they're just about finished.
Oh, sweet.
How is everything on your end?
All of my stuff looks clean. How about you, Clay?
Bingo! I got it! Control Terminal 8 in the Geofront's B sector. We detected an unauthorized login from there. Ugh, the Geofront.
So, our little rat snuck underground in that area right near Station Street, huh?
You are mistaken. That location leads to the Geofront's A sector. There is so much more Geofront. The terminal accessed by the hacker was in the Geofront B sector.
Looks like it's somewhere under the northwestern part of the city.
The northwestern part of Crossbell City. That should be the residential district and the entertainment district? What's the plan, Lloyd?
Go home and sleep. I say we head there immediately.
And sleep.
And sleep. City Hall should be responsible for all Geofront access, if I remember correctly. Let's start by asking the receptionist if we can borrow the key for that sector.
Sounds like a swell plan to me.
I missed the read that as sounds awful swell to me. I'm like, who the fuck wrote that line for Randy?
Inching towards the truth of this case, are we?
Golly gee. What a fucko boingo.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Rooney, you little bitch.
Couldn't have done it without you, Maribel.
Thank you, Belle. You too as well.
Just don't mention it.
Forget us. This lady is the real champion.
You don't say. Great work, Tio. I can't pretend I have any idea what you did, but you unquestionably helped us.
Good job, Tio.
Come
I'll
on,
get you ice
guys.
cream.
What were you expecting? Tio Tot's nothing short of perfection.
If you considered consumption-based rewards, I don't believe I did anything extraordinary.
Consumption? Isn't that tuberculosis?
I'll take that. I've never tried that flavor. Besides, I'm a member of the special support section too. It is the least I could do. That was no small feat, Missy. I haven't done anything. I have a proposition for you, Tio. How would you and Ellie like to come work for me?
Come on, Belle. Cut it out. Seriously.
Haha, you scouting our members out?
You don't get to talk to me either.
I'd much rather our teams stick together.
Oh, settle down. I was just kidding. Fill me in on the details once you've managed to solve the case. And another thing, I'll just leave that key card in your hands for the time being. Why? It will give you access to the top floor as well as this one. Make use of it as you'd like.
Thank you, Belle.
Thanks again. Now, if you'll excuse us.
The town is called Crossbell because if you cross me, you die.
The town is called Crossbell because if you cross me, my name is Belle.
The town is called Crossbell because that's what they named it.
Glad we finally have a lead, but wow, am I exhausted.
No kidding.
What? You didn't do anything, Lloyd?
Can't
I guess
imagine.
you got
Yeah, but
choked.
like a lot of people talked at me, and like they expect me to remember a lot of stuff. Like Dieter Kreuz, I have no idea what he was talking
His
about.
last name is pronounced that way?
Like, Dieter Kois, that's the silver-haired girl whose grandfather's the mayor, right?
No, Lloyd.
Can't imagine that confrontation helped much either.
I wonder whose fault that was exactly.
I have to say, it is rare to see someone not specialized in orbital technology reach her level of proficiency. Maribel is not an engineer, is she?
She certainly has experience from her studies, but no. She specializes in business management. As her father's right hand, I've heard she's tasked with managing several of his projects.
Wow, that's incredible. So, is that what she wanted to hire you for, Ellie?
Yeah, I do appreciate her offer though.
Oh.
More so than that other guy's offer.
Ugh, how about how gung-ho her old man got on us? Don't think I've ever heard a speech that intense in person before.
I must say, it was quite interesting. I had never considered that it's so tiny, sorry, I had another window. I had never considered that seeking justice was one of mankind's driving forces.
He's been teaching me various life lessons through stories ever since I was little. Today, he's given me more to think about when it comes to our duties.
Yeah, same here. Anyway, we've got a good lead to go off of. Let's go get the Geofront key from the receptionist at City Hall.
Lead the way.
Yep, we will.
What an ugly logo.
Yeah, fuck, man.
Justice.
Okay, City Hall. I don't know why they make you do this. It doesn't even take long. It's just a completely pointless step.
You want to go into
Anyway.
the mines? You'd better go back and talk to the mayor to get the
God.
mine key, even though the mayor just sent you into the mines.
Yeah, that's probably the most egregious one in the entire series. I'm still not over how pointless and stupid that is. Alright, here we go. I believe the entrance is this one here. Yeah.
All right, Techno Sewers Part 2.
Techno Sewers,
Geo
Part
Prod.
2ers. Okay, so now I'm going to say what I was going to say before when we were heading... Yeah, it's Geofront Speed Sector, whatever. I'll say what I was gonna say before, which is after the scene with Dieter Krois, I DM'd Jay and I was like, okay, so Jay, let me get this, like, I'm trying to, oh, geez, hang on. I am actually gonna pull up a guide for this, because this place has, like, raising and lowering the water level, and I did it without a guide last time, and it wasn't that bad, but I don't really want to waste time. So I'm just going to make sure I do this in the most efficient way possible. I'm just positioning my walkthrough. Okay. Right, so I'm just gonna go east, 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 south, south. Okay. So, oh, right, the compass. I did that scene, and I DM'd Jay, and I was like, okay, so Jay, are they not expecting me to immediately assume that this guy is a villain? Because I walked into his office, and he is a, like, multi-billionaire CEO, number one. He is the visual design of Lad Russo, number 2. I walked into his office and he was immediately like, oh, I'll watch your progress with great interest, and I'm vaguely an ally, kind of, or so as far as you know. And then the very first thing he did was get and stand in front of his giant office overlooking the city, turn to face away from me while monologuing about justice with his hands, like, tented behind his back. Are they fucking, like, pulling my finger, or what is going on?
I don't want him to be so bad.
He actually seems more like an Olivier to me, like a Cold Steel Olivier.
And, like, it's pretty clear, knowing what we know, that it's a little bit of a bait and switch.
I genuinely don't know what his deal is. I have not played Cold Steel 4, and I think his name comes up in Cold Steel 3, so he's not dead. I think I know what happens with him, but I'm like only 30% sure. I'm gonna go put this chicken away.
Okay. Oh man, we won't be seeing much of it in these random little fights, but I redid our quartz loadout off stream, and so we're nice and we're teched out with, like, all the arts we should have. We're nice and strong, so when we get into tougher fights, we'll be able to, like, we're finally getting far enough in the game that we can employ strategy. It's very exciting. Although, often the strategy will involve immediately using Crash Bomb.
Yeah.
My little sister just gave me a call, and I had to be like, hey, I'm live, what's going on? Today was her first day at college. She's at Texas State University.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, like, she's the first, kid in our family that has, like, gone away for college.
Oh, cool.
And
for undergrad?
God, I don't know.
Yes.
Is it undergrad?
She is undergrad, yeah.
But she went in there and she's like, I don't know what's gonna go on because I think that they're gonna shut us down in 4 weeks. And I was like, oh, yeah, because of COVID. And she was like, yeah. And so the very first class she went to was like English Lit after 1875. And she was like, there was 200 people in the room, and the professor just spent the entire thing talking about how she doesn't record lectures and she doesn't put any of her stuff online. No PowerPoints, no nothing online. And it's like a breach of the honor code to report it, or to record it, to take pictures of anything, or to share your notes with other students.
Honor code?
Pretty idiotic.
And I'm like, dude, where has this woman been for the past 2 years? Where, like what a kid gets fucking COVID or something and is out for 2 weeks, or just fuck them?
Well, I'm also confused. What's the problem with recirculating the lecture?
I do not. I
Like-
told her to
Like, what does that have to do with
illegally
the honor
record it.
code? There's nothing.
Oh yeah, report that shit.
Yeah, I was like, no, just fucking record it. Like, if there's 200 students, you sit in the back, and every time she puts up a slide, take a picture of it with your phone. What's she gonna do? Punch you over it? Fight her? I don't know.
Kill her.
Like, what do you even do for something like that? I was like, I would just lie. I would just do it anyway.
Yeah.
That's so nuts. And she's just like, because I've taken British literature. Because I was like, why'd you take after 1875?
Everyone knows the last good writer died in 1875 exactly.
Like, all the good stuff is before 1875, unless you're really into Pride and Prejudice. Wait, no, that's before 1875. Ew, it's gross. And I was like, that was a bad idea, Carm. And she was like, I don't want to read Beowulf again. I'm like, girl, you've already read it. Shit, that's easy.
Yeah,
that's easy mode.
That's like the best. Well, assuming when she got assigned it before, she actually read it and like internalized it.
I guess so, yeah. Or I had to read Beowulf like 3 separate times during my schooling career. And like every time I'm just like, guys, this y'all are making this much harder than it needs to be.
The movie came out while I was in high school,
Oh,
so
shit.
I had to watch it. I had to go over it quite a bit.
But yeah, no, I was like, man, and I said, if you can get audiobooks, like, do it, because when I was in British literature, I wish I had done it. There's so much stuff that I would have been able to actually like not, what is it? John Locke and all of his shit. I could have made a much better grade if I'd have audiobooked it. And she's just like, I was like, maybe it'll be easy. And she's like, oh, I mean, it should be. It's text analysis. And I can always create a subject line about how Mr. Darcy was, quote, in a modern sense, submissive and breedable, and like stand by that, you know, like easy essay, and also post 1875. And I was like, okay, Carmen, no problem. I love you. I hope you have a good day.
I sure zoned out to read an email, and you started at Pride and Prejudice, and then just the breedable. I'm like, what the fuck is Mo talking about?
Oh,
The breedability
you know how
of Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy is
Oh, okay.
submissive and breedable.
That's true.
Mr. Darcy, sir.
Oh wait, hang on. West, south, west. Okay, here we go.
Just cheat. I feel no guilt
So
about
bizarre.
cheating.
Like the only thing I can think is that teacher
Maybe
has
she's
like a, well, she's definitely old for sure, but like the only reason I can think of not wanting the lectures to recirculate is if she's like got a very old-fashioned sense of people need to come to class and therefore there needs to be a downside to not coming to class. But like, if you're really that obsessive over it, not that I think it's a very good idea in COVID times anyway, but if you're really that obsessive over it, just fucking take attendance and give points for being there. That's way simpler and doesn't fuck people over unnecessarily.
Yeah, that's just the most absurd thing I've ever encountered.
God, Randy, that attack is too much. That's just fucking absurd.
It is quite something.
I like murdering.
I don't like my victims to see me coming.
There is that turtle having a defense up just reminded me. The worst boss in Skies of Arcadia, a game I love that is mechanically very flawed, is a big turtle at the end of the water dungeon. And it doesn't have that much health, and it only has like 4 attacks, and it's got like pretty mediocre damaging move, pretty mediocre like damage all move. Pokemon Protect can't take any damage, and Restore all HP.
Ooh.
So the entire boss
Ew.
fight is just hoping that it attacks you like 2 turns in a row instead of using Protect or its shield, and it is just horrible. It's an awful boss fight. Even if you use your strongest move that always goes first and requires your entire like special bar, like all of your CP to get full, which takes like 10 turns of not doing anything, it doesn't insta-kill it. It's horrendous.
Ugh.
Bad.
The only guarantee is that you go first.
North.
You know, but she might be able to read. Maybe she'll get to read like Tolkien. He's English and post 1875.
Yes, this is true.
I find that
Tolkien's
college
very long
classes,
to read, even for
Yeah.
a college class.
the college classes rarely have you read anything super fun. It's all just like, it's all very, what is it? Like, I don't know, literary.
I was about to say, I liked reading, I enjoyed Train Spotting, which I read in college, and I was like, I guess I wouldn't describe Train Spotting as fun, though.
But it is
That's the wrong
engaging.
word.
It's fun.
It's
if,
a lot.
If your idea of like a fun evening is practicing your Scottish accent by saying the worst things imaginable.
Honestly, it was good practice, and I often had to read it out loud.
Just repositioning the window so I can see chat again. We made it to the end. We got all the shit.
Hell yeah.
All right. Oh, looks like you have a +1 in chat. Bearsea affirms. Fuck that turtle.
Yeah, the turtle's bad. It's not helped that immediately after that boss, there's a non-stop gauntlet of 3 ship battles. And ship battles are like a cool idea, but like, imagine if every single move in a JRPG was like your S-craft with the full animation, and you couldn't skip any of it. And
Final
that's a
Fantasy
ship
VIII.
battle. So if you're doing a ship battle, even if like I've
Shit
played
battle.
that game like 50 times, and if I know what I'm doing, it can take me 30 minutes to finish a ship battle. And I hate them. And immediately after the turtle, you do a cool pirate sequence where you like board a bastard ship, and you board your own ship because it's been stolen, and you raid your own ship as a dungeon, which is awesome.
That
And
is
then
a
you
really
kill a
cool
guy.
idea.
Cool.
And then
They
after
can't be
that,
blinded. We're fucked.
they are robots. You have to fight like Snake Cultist 1, Snake Cultist 4, and then like the Giga Beast of that like elemental dungeon area, back to back to back, and it's literally like an hour and 15-minute process. And every time I do it, I'm like, well, and I haven't played this game like 6 years. Like every time I do it, I'm like, okay, time to make dinner while this goes in the background.
Did we get that? We didn't get that far, did we? I feel like the water dungeon
We
was the first
encountered
one, right?
maybe one ship battle because we got to Valura, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got to the
we fight one pirate in a ship before that point.
yeah.
Let's see.
I think we got to the point where what's his face, Drachmi, decided to fuck off.
Ow.
Yeah, he likes doing that. Aram, I've never seen a game like a franchise disrespect someone more than Trails and you with AoE attacks.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's a little
it is
demoralizing.
unrelenting.
Let's see. These guys are gonna. These things. Well, we'll try it.
Austin,
Actually, he's not gonna finish
Sup?
this cast because I'm gonna steal this crit.
do you still have Dominoes?
Yeah, I do. If you want some, you can come get some.
I'm gonna come and
Actually,
start.
I tell you what, I'll bring it to you. Give me one second.
Really?
Yeah.
You're so nice. Wow, my boyfriend's nice to me. I love when that happens.
Gross.
If these guys are like the robots in the later games, they're usually weak to, yeah, they're weak to wind because of electricity.
I was gonna say why. I forgot those were one element in this game.
Oh, Randy has gotten exploded on many times. Ah! All right. I don't think there's another fight, but I'm gonna run back and drink sewer water just in case.
Slurp.
Gosh, our cups runneth over with sewer water in this dungeon.
Thank you for giving me a pizza from Domino's. Wow.
There's music playing. Oh god,
What?
is that fucking nerd kid? Oh no.
I doubt some random radio turned on all by itself.
Control Terminal 8 should be right past this door.
Oh, get back in. Does that mean that Yin hacked the IBC? Does that mean the Yin that hacked the IBC is past there too?
It's possible. Let's take a closer look. Yin might be inside. Stay alert, everyone.
Right.
You go up that vent?
Not yet, no.
Next up,
Oh.
how about I earn a little bit of pocket change? What's waiting for me? First, we got specs on the new Rhineford Company train. Neat. What's this? Specs on the new Vern Company sports car? Whoa! ZCF is developing a brand new model of airship liners. Between this and the Orbital gear, they're not missing a beat.
It smells in there.
Is this really...
I may be wrong, but this voice doesn't really strike me as Yin.
Is that a freaking kid?
I should have known. Only children can use computers.
Yin sure was generous with this ginormous argent crystal. Heck, this might
I
fetch-
say out loud right now.
Yuck! This might fetch me 10,000 Mira. Heh, I'll go exchange this at 9 volleys sometime tomorrow. Maybe that'll be enough for me to get those parts from Guillaume. Still, Yin really likes to ask for the impossible. I was able to send the ore mail, but I doubt anyone could trace it back to me. Oh, what am I saying? No one in Samaria is capable of tracing down the great Yona.
Is that so?
Fuck!
Ruh-roh.
Who's there?
Man, is that... Yona might be a bad dude, but it does look like he's got great taste in Domino's
pizza. I'm hesitant to admit, but I'm guessing we found our hacker.
Actually, it looks more like Sabaro.
What the hell? He really is just a kid, huh?
Who are you people?
That room has to be boiling with those servers.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wait, are you that special support section Yin was yammering about?
Yep. Nice to meet you.
So, Yin is an acquaintance of yours then?
What? This can't be happening! Some dumb cops were able to track down a genius like myself?
Oh my god.
You are the same as ever. Yona Sacred. Really? That's his name.
What a crossbell name.
Yeah.
Tio Plato! What are you doing here?
That is my line. You were the one who ran away from the Foundation, you know. How did you end up in a dark, stinky, hot place like this?
Hey, this place is
Tio.
pretty well lit.
You know this kid?
This is my own Ernest. We both worked in the same Epstein Foundation research laboratory. Our specialties are on two opposite ends of the spectrum, so it is not like we know each other that well, thank God.
Damn it, I forgot. If you use that stupid system of yours, you probably could trace the orb mail. Aw, man! If I knew Tio freaking Plato was here, I would have been more careful.
You didn't even look up the special support section in the news when Yin mentioned they'd be trying to track you down, you fucking clown.
I'm pretty stupid, to be honest.
Careless as always, Yona. I like that Tio's just an excuse to be Velvet again, but bored Velvet. You are aware of how much your mischief cost the Foundation, correct?
Shut up! I don't want to hear it! This dude hurt the Foundation?
Yes. At a young age, Yona took special training as a systems engineer at one of the Foundation's research labs. During one of his foul pranks, he managed to ruin an important experiment from which the Foundation suffered heavy losses.
Chat, you ran away from the Foundation and left behind your standard issue robot cat ears.
Then, unhappy that the others were rightfully angry with him, he packed up and ran away.
Oof.
Are you serious?
Ugh. For some strange reason, that story doesn't surprise me.
So he's just as big of a brat as he looks, huh? Damn you! Keep talking if it makes you feel better. Tio Plato! You aren't planning on ratting me out to the Foundation, are you? If you do, I'll post all your most embarrassing secrets all over the net!
Oh no! Tio likes ice cream. Tio can talk to dogs. That is the end of it. Please, go ahead. To my knowledge, I do not have any particularly embarrassing secrets. Even if there were any, they would be nearly impossible to discover. Not to mention that I could easily eradicate them even if you somehow posted them.
Curse you!
Yeah, there's only one way to read that in a Trails game.
Curse you!
Oh.
Ha ha. Looks like Tio Tots a step ahead of you at every turn, kid.
Tio has a humiliation fetish. Win-win.
Well,
You've played it right. You've played right into my hands. So,
I refuse to assign any sexuality
Yeah.
to Tio.
So your name is Yona, right? Why in the world are you holed up here?
Shut up. I have no obligation to tell you anything.
Yona, answer him. We managed to trace you to this dump, so you've already lost.
Oh, fine. Right
After
now.
graduating from the Epstein Foundation, I found a way to turn farts back into breathable oxygen, which is how I made this base.
Right now, I'm working as an informant in Crossbell State.
Informant.
Whoa, now. Can't say a job like that suits a kid like yourself. Nowadays, being an informant has nothing to do with age. Anyway, I've built up quite a few contacts in Crossbell. I got info from Erebonia, Calvard, Liberal, Remiferia, Le Mans State to Arteria. I am the very model of a modern Major General. You name it. On top of that, I got some insiders in a ton of international companies and businesses. All thanks to the power and greatness of the Orbital Network. Since security surrounding the net is so weak, all that delicious info is mine for the taking.
Unbelievable.
It's to be illegal, right?
Probably not yet, explicitly.
Unfortunately not. Due to the Orbital Network still being in its experimental phase, no laws criminalizing hacking have been made. But I imagine it is only a matter of time.
Crossbell's pretty laid back regarding this kind of stuff. After I got fed up with that Foundation lab, I set up shop here as an informant. I get tons of regulars, and I'm making bank. Good grief. You really think you got the world in the palm of your hand, don't you? Don't, Cha?
So do you think he had someone deliver him a pizza down here?
I like to
Probably,
imagine
yeah.
he just cooked a DiGiorno's on the servers.
Then again, you seemed as if you were unaware of my temporary transfer to the police. Some informant you are.
Give me a break, Plato. It's not like I know every nook and cranny of Crossbell yet. Jeez. Kitty keeps me busy enough as it is.
Who's kidding?
Kitty?
Ignore that, just thinking out loud. Wait, there's no way. You aren't Kitty, are you? When did you arrive
That
in
I hope
Crossbell?
not. I do not quite understand the question, but I transferred to Crossbell around 2 months ago.
Whew, that's a relief. Well, to be fair, your hacking style's way different from Kitty's anyway.
Huh?
Quite sure what all that was about, but it's about time you answered my question. What is your relationship with Yin?
I'm Yang!
You admitted to sending the orbital mail earlier, right? What for?
Whatever. Here, take this. The door has been opened. I summon you to challenge me at the Tower of the Stars and hear my wish.
Open a star door. Also, the stream crashed for me.
Uh-oh. The Discord stream?
Yeah.
Okay. For Austin and Mo, how about you guys?
What's up?
Is the Discord stream working for you?
Yeah, it's still working on my end.
Okay.
Oh, and now Jello's dead.
Oh no, I think it might have been Joe's connection.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully he'll be back in a second.
No way!
A message from Yin?
A request, too, apparently. I was told to send the orb mail to the SSS, then give you that card if you actually made it here. Still,
God, Discord has really been shitting itself nonstop for me lately. All right.
Yeah.
You.
still, I can't believe you were actually able to find me.
Ha! So that's how it is. You must have met Yin more than once then, yeah?
Yep, he's one of my regular customers. Every so often, he stops by to bye, baby. Out that door, baby, bye.
Bye.
Though, this is the first time he's asked for something as strange as this.
So Yin's been here before.
Lloyd gets down on all fours and begins sniffing around like a bloodhound.
Can you give us a description of him?
Kinda. He always wears black and covers his face with a mask. Not very helpful, I know. But, from what I understand, he's some crazy assassin from Calvard's Eastern Quarter. How sick is that?
Sick is one way to describe him, I guess.
Oh boy, our youngster here is fearless, isn't he?
Regardless, Yin seems to be inviting us to meet him at the tower. Based on that letter, I can only assume that there's something he'd like to discuss.
Looks that way, doesn't it? Dunno what business he has with you guys, but I know he's trying to test you.
Get out of my stink room!
Sounds like we got a jokester on our hands, doubling as an assassin.
What exactly is this Tower of the Stars that he mentioned? Is it some sort of metaphor?
Tower of the Stars. Something about that sounds eerily familiar.
Hold on a second. Could he be referring to the Stargazer's Tower? You know,
Oh, God.
on the southern outskirts of Crossbow?
Can he be referring to
Oh.
somewhere else?
Oh, that's right. It's that tower from the Middle Ages that we saw near Ursula Road.
I hope we do this dungeon at least 3 times.
Why the hell did he choose a place like that for our rendezvous?
I don't know, but it's our only lead. At this point, all we can do is go there and investigate.
Yeah, I agree. Once we're ready, let's head out to the south exit toward the tower.
Problem still remains. What are we gonna do with this kid?
Give
Shoot
him a
him.
wedgie.
Hey now, you don't need anything else, me for anything else, right?
Listen, Yona. The Geofront is official Crossbell City property. This is trespassing.
Jeez, sorry for using space that was just gonna fill up with dust. Besides, there's no law saying you can't use the Geofront for personal reasons, is there?
You're just splitting hairs now.
Is he?
Isn't living in a place like this dangerous, Yona? There are monsters wandering about, and don't get me started on your diet.
Don't worry about me. I get all the nutrients I need from delicious Domino's pizza.
God, I thought you were saying from delicious recycled farts.
I would not say that. I was worried at first, but it's nothing but pizza boxes as far as the eye can see. Our sponsor approves. Are you having someone deliver them all the way down here?
Of course not. I'm not stupid. I just have them delivered outside the Geofront door. There's a ventilation duct near here that leads right to the entrance, so it works out. See, that's my secret to traveling through here safely. Music note.
And since it's already a sewer, I can poop anywhere.
This guy's a lost cause. True shut-in, through and through.
Oh, well, we're busy now. We're busy right now, so we'll overlook this for now. Try not to overdo it, okay? You can make a lot of enemies in this line of work.
Yes, please be careful.
Ha! I'm shaking in my boots. Still, if there's info you need to get your hands on, you know who to call. Price isn't cheap, though. I doubt
All right,
rookie
we can
police
talk to
officers
Grace.
like you could afford my services, honestly.
Yona.
Do not worry, Lloyd. I'll get him. If worst comes to worst, I can simply hack this entire place and find us the necessary information.
Hey!
Hee-hoo.
We'll just offer him a pizza.
Hee-hoo peanuts as a topping on my ice cream.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of cramped in here.
I've got an idea. Oh, yeah, you know what?
Ellie, I can
Ice cream
see...
sounds pretty good. I'll probably get some when I get off of work tonight.
Ellie, it is very easy for all of us to see your butt right now. Why would you say that?
Because I'm the young and arguably most innocent member of the party, and you are the sexy one. So it is funny, I guess, if I point out your bottom.
I thought Randy was the sexy one.
That is true. Randy, I can see your bottom while we are in this vent.
What?
Still, I can't believe he'd live in a place like this. I don't think we can sweep this one under the rug.
Right. He looked young enough to still be attending Sunday school, too. How old is he, Tio?
When am I his boss? I believe he is 13 years old. 1 year younger than I am. We are splitting the line around the age of consent in this universe.
Be ideal if the Foundation took him back under their care, but I don't know how viable that is. You mentioned something about suffering a heavy loss, so maybe we shouldn't notify them.
Nah, I say leave the kid alone. Seemed like he could take care of himself well enough.
Rest assured, Yona is a prodigy when it comes to the Orbital network. He has a few screws loose. That's a weird... I wouldn't expect Tio to say that, weirdly. He has a few screws loose, but I know I can rely on his assistance for any issues that do not lie within my area of expertise.
I prefer to use robot-related metaphors. Why? No reason.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.
You're worried about him, too, huh?
No.
Well, let's just keep him in the back of our minds for the time being. It'd be wise of us to pay him a visit every once in a while. You know, keep him on his toes.
Yeah,
Sounds like a plan to me.
I'll bet there'll be a very brief period between event flags where he has a special piece of information to sell us. Exactly one chapter of a novel.
Anyway, now that we've moved past that, what should we do about Yin? Sounds like he's waiting for us at Stargazer's Tower.
Our destination is the tower we saw from Ursula Road, correct? How exactly do we get there?
Pretty sure there's a side road on the highway that leads into the forest. Should be right past that.
Indeed. At any rate, we should double check our supplies before we get going.
Right. Can't ignore the possibility that this is all an elaborate trap by an assassin who's going to kill us. Let's prepare for the worst before hitting the highway.
That's okay, I can hack you back to life.
Well, I think Tio has earned it.
Yeah.
Yay!
What are you gonna get? What you gonna get, Tio?
Ice cream!
A snow
Which one do you
gelato?
want?
I think gelato is closer to ice cream. Buy me 10. Thank you. I will now... You can do whatever you want forever.
Enjoy that because you're not getting any you're not getting an upgraded weapon or armor this during this this gameplay loop.
Oh, I can't give them to her while she's at full health.
No, I'm too full!
Don't worry, we'll just store them in our pocket.
All right, let's see. I'm just gonna double check for permanent missables, and then we'll head to Stargazer's Tower. There's a guy who lost his wedding ring. Fuck him. Let's see. Threat letter investigation. Yeah, no, there's no, like, novel chapters or anything to get. We're just gonna head for Ursula Road. Oh, I guess I'll save, too, before I leave.
this music.
So we're entering the end game of this chapter. Any of you guys have predictions you want to call out for, like, what is the deal? Who is Yin? Did Yin send the letter? Like, what was the goal of sending the letter, etc.?
I have no idea what the goal of sending the letter was, but, like, I feel pretty confident. Like, Jello brought it up last session, and I was thinking it last session before Jello brought it up. Because I didn't want to be accidentally right, but I'm, like, 90% sure that Yin is Risha.
If it's not Risha, I'll kind of be disappointed because I think that would be the most interesting in terms of giving her more screen time. I know one fucker that this team meets at the top of Stargazer Tower, but I don't think it would be in this game.
Yeah.
In fact, I hope it isn't.
I'm 99% sure I know what fucker you're talking about, and it is indeed in the next game, not this one.
Stargazer's Tower is this way, right?
Considering the landmarks, I'm inclined to agree.
Well, no way to go but forward. I don't think this conversation serves a purpose. Okay, there we go. Other than letting the player know that this is actually the right way.
I wanted it to be Risha because I think it's just very funny, the thought that she's just being sexually harassed by these people at the fucking carnival, or at the theater, and she's just like, maybe I could just
Scare them,
because
we're doing another Scooby-Doo that resolves at a tower.
Look, I'm alright with the Scooby-Doos, as long as they're good.
As long as they're goody goods.
I didn't say that.
I know, I did.
Don't put words in my mouth, nays. You nays!
You nays-sayer!
Did I take any damage? No.
Oh no, Tio, did you take damage?
No. Why are you doing this? Spicy pickle, punch me.
Oh, I'll help. Stop. I'll keep you safe by blinding it.
No, why are you doing this?
I'll counter so they have less chances to attack us.
I took damage. You guys got this, right? I can out. Yes! A smoke grenade, my favorite. Ice cream.
She finally did it.
This is the best day of my life.
No, we can't do that one yet. We can probably come back for that one next chapter, though. I think we're about level 20? Yeah. Oop.
What?
A beetle!
Man, this thing's tough. Or is it one of those ones that's, like, exclusively weak to arts? Let's find out.
Ooh, it's got some bug grease.
Oh, I noticed that it doesn't show us their weaknesses in this one, like it did in the last series.
in the older ones, you actually have to have the analyze or the information about the enemy to see that.
Ooh,
For some reason, in Cold Steel, they like changed it so even if you can't see anything else, you can still see the elemental weaknesses, which I actually like less because it makes analyze basically pointless.
Yeah.
Other than the balance. I guess that's why they added the, like, balance down aspect to it, but I don't really understand what motivated that change.
I mean, I think no matter what you do, analyze is technically pointless. Oh, you said analyze.
Nah.
Rip.
I don't actually remember how scary these things are in this game, but most iterations of them are very scary in Cold Steel, so I want it dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it rolled really bad on its initial speed, though.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna go. Go ahead and kill me, everybody.
Evil pineapple.
Ooh, cast quartz. Do we have room for that without ruining people's loadouts? I don't think Tio actually needs this mind quartz. Yeah, I'll take 25%. Cast speed, hell yeah.
Killing a pepper.
These really are just like floating banana peppers with like scary jack-o'-lantern faces, huh?
Oh wait, they open up when they. So they're like.
Yeah, they're bananas.
Yeah, they're bananas.
They're some of the some of my preferred enemy design, actually.
Yeah, it's this is better than most of the Trails monsters.
It's all relative.
Okay, guest just got home and is like, shit, I did assume you meant PST, even though I
Aw.
told her CST.
Oh. Well,
Well, we can hypothetically run back and interact with the character for one line of dialogue.
I mean, if she wants to, we can. I feel like that would be a bad use of Dawn's time. But there, God, is there gonna be another? I can think of at least one other time in this game where she'll have a decent amount of dialogue. Actually, maybe two. So, if it would have been coolest to have her around for her intro, but, you know, like, maybe there'll be a chance in the future.
Your S-Traps really don't feel like they do that much damage in this game. Never mind. According to Jay, Tio is mechanically the best character in Cold Steel. Or in any game.
She's pretty good. You're not gonna... You may not like to hear that. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
It's green.
I think, Tio's very good in these... Oh, that's right, that's the chest we can't get. I saw that, I was like, how did I miss that? I think, Emma is in some ways a better Tio, or she has Emma's S-Craft, at least. I think in the first two games it's just a damage S-Craft, but her S-Craft in Cold Steel 3 and 4 is a strictly better version of Tio and Kevin's. Tio basically has the same S-Break as Kevin, and then Emma's does the same thing, but instead of just blocking 2 attacks, it reflects 2 attacks.
Yeah, but Emma has Emma.
Yeah, this is true.
Personality.
Yeah, Emma is Emma, and so, but
Why are you saying these words, Lloyd?
that damage.
Anyway,
There's Stargazer Tower.
Oh.
Let's look at it some more.
The CGF is here. Why?
Let's just go to it, please.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, it's you. Who
Who
was
is
Seeker?
her?
I think it was.
Who would
think-
want to go inside a place like Stargazer's Tower?
Yeah, I think it was Mo.
Maybe some history buff got curious and decided to trespass.
Hey,
Wait, are you...
I knew it.
Who would have thought the next time we'd meet would be in a place like this, huh?
Yin attacks her.
Lloyd, Randy, Ellie and Tio too. Long time no see, Sergeant Major Seeker.
We appreciate all the help you gave us in mines.
Don't mention it. So, what brings the SSS to Stargazer's Tower?
The tits in this game look like you could reach out and unscrew them.
That caught me off guard.
Look at, like, you can see the very top of her
Yeah.
right, our left tit. There is a seam. You can reach out and just take that right off.
Well, Jello, don't you know all tits do that? You
What?
just take them off. Yeah.
Mine don't.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
You're an
Oh.
older model.
Stuck tits over here. Doesn't know how to roll.
This isn't exactly a common place for people to visit.
Sorry, we've got something to take care of. But, what's the deal with the barricade?
Apparently, someone decided to destroy it for who knows what reason. The whole point was to keep people from entering the tower. Given its age, someone could really get hurt. Anyway, I found the barricade like this during my regular patrol.
You don't say.
How convenient that it was demolished today. Yeah, I think it was our perp.
It must have been. Herb? You'll have to fill me in.
Oh, good.
Well, here's the gist of it.
Thank you.
Great.
An assassin from the Eastern Quarter?
Yes, allow us to explain.
That's right. We
Yep.
received
Oh,
a message
yeah,
from
we are
him
just
saying he's
gonna-
up there.
Yeah, we're
Bleh,
just gonna
bleh,
explain
bleh,
this. All right.
bleh.
Blah, blah, blah.
What are you gonna do? We're gonna go up there. Why? We got a letter from a little boy in the sewer. Okay, get up there.
We got an email from a sewer baby, and so now we're gonna climb this tower.
Nah.
Yeah,
we
right.
don't ba-ba.
Anyway, we're going inside, and she's coming with us.
Okay,
Oh, cool. What
Can
does
we
she
actually,
do?
Can we look at her? Oh yeah, she's a real person.
Yeah.
Hi, Noelle.
Oh, you're only level 18? That kind of surprises me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's got a speed minus 50% craft, which is pretty fucking rad. That's right, I forgot. So in this game, you don't frequently have more than the core 4 members, but in the occasions that you do, whoever you have not in the party, everyone has a support craft, which you can't use normally, but if they are your not actually fighting character, they will just periodically pop in and use this craft.
Oh.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Lloyd's is actually really good. Yeah, so these guys pretty much do what you... Oh god, Teos gives a craft guard? I mean, obviously, we're gonna stick with the core members, so we'll probably only be seeing Noelle's, but yeah, I actually really like it. It doesn't surprise me they didn't keep it, because in Cold Steel it starts to be like, here are our 13 people, and these are the 4 that are fighting, so it would be hard to have 9 people doing that shit. But
Ah, yes. The Crossbell Aztec Temple.
yeah.
Oh.
This is kind of nice, actually.
Middle Ages were wild. This place is something else.
It looks like a Final Fantasy XIV dungeon.
Yeah.
It's tremendous. If I recall, this tower was built during the Middle Ages. Is it my imagination, or are there fireflies floating about? No. Seem to.
Well, hypothetically, if Dawn pops in, well, we do have a guest 5th party member.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Definitely. It's been nearly 10 years since this tower was cordoned off. Truth be told, I always thought it'd be smart to conduct another investigation out of this place.
Doubt that would go over well with your chicken shit commander. I can picture him saying, Sergeant Major Seeker, that would be a waste of our precious budget.
Ugh. That's kind of an impeccable impression. He was your superior when you were in the CFG, right, Randy?
Well, when I was in the CGF, yes.
Oh. Oh, well, of course. I sure am lucky to work under Deputy Commander Bales.
Yeah.
I doubt I could handle him instead.
Haha, that bastard's one of the reasons I became a cop, actually. This
Oh.
truly is the darkest timeline.
I hadn't realized. Wait a minute, Randy.
You're a cop?
Didn't you say you lost your job with the Guardian Force because of your excessive flirtatiousness?
Wait, you're a cop too? Hey, so am I!
You're the mayor's cop daughter?
I'm dying.
Well, I guess there was that too.
Did I say excessive flirtatiousness? I meant excessive body count. Bada bing.
That's odd. My friend's stationed at Belgard Gate never once brought up Randy acting like a playboy or anything.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised how complex relationships can be.
Huh.
Something up to you?
I think so.
I think I may be lactose intolerant. Excuse me.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, I grabbed some of Yona's technology. So we should be able to make a scuba tank.
Fire. Oh, God. Ew.
This
Higher elements.
higher elements. Ah, yes, the 8th quartz fart.
I'm the brown typhoon.
God.
You see, you fools. The Grandmaster has been looking for all of the Septerrans all this time, but most people don't know that there's actually 8 of them. Behold, the great fart that caused the collapse.
This tower appears to be different from every other. We suck, by the way. This tower appears to be different from every other place we've investigated thus far.
Sip and chat. It all goes back to farts for us, doesn't it?
I'm like genuinely embarrassed a little bit.
I am not in the slightest.
How so?
Well, Civ is my friend.
Yeah, you're a little vague there.
Earth, water, fire, wind. Along with those 4 basic elements, I am detecting the presence of the higher elements here as well.
So, in other words, the elements of orbital art.
Is this the first time this has happened?
This is the very first time.
Ah, precisely. A lot of monsters have weaknesses to earth, water, fire, and wind arts, correct? Under normal circumstances, the higher elements, time, space, and mirage, are very powerful, but no monsters are weak to them. This place appears to follow very different rules.
Has this ever affected you guys? I have never noticed a significant change in gameplay.
Yeah, it's mostly like the things having weaknesses to higher elements can matter a little. It probably matters less for you since you never use arts, but the alternative wacky things on the turn order can certainly matter. You don't want to get
other than
that.
Yeah. Well,
it's
I'm
like
not an
how-
orbital expert, so I can't I can't claim to understand everything you just said, but what the fuck does mirage as an element mean?
You know, it's kind of like,
Wiggles her arms.
ooh. Yes, that is the general idea. Ooh.
Hi, Dawn.
Oh.
Hello!
Oh, hi.
I'm not late.
You're very quiet. You're very quiet and 2.5 hours late.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up yourself a little more if you can.
How's that?
That's pretty
That's
good.
pretty
Pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to have you here regardless.
Yay!
I don't know if you've met anyone else in this call. This is Aram, Austin, and Mo.
Hi.
I'm so
And
sorry.
and you 3 in chat. This is Dawn. She is the actual voice of Maribel in the Cold Steel games.
Who,
Nice to meet you.
who read? Did anyone like?
Oh,
It was me.
Jello was like, well, look at this unguarded piece of cake left out on the kitchen counter.
Oh, a blonde girl with drill. What? I was gonna read your dad if you were here, but you weren't. So and 2 sessions ago, I was like, oh, I call Maribel, by the way.
Good, good.
Anyway,
Wait,
higher
do you hear
element
that?
and here are some monsters.
So, Austin is playing brown hair Lloyd. Mo is playing silver hair girl. I'm playing Tio. And Aram is playing Randy. We currently have a 5th soldier lady with us, who I think talks sometimes, if you would like to be her.
Sure. Oh, this is a different Trails.
Yeah, no, we're doing the first
This
game
is-
your character shows up in. So we are also doing no spoilers for these games or the Cold Steel games.
I see. Okay.
So
That's what we say anyway.
we're extremely cheeky
Look
about
how powerful Crash Bomb is now. I get no experience because I sent them to the Shadow Realm.
We're
Jeez.
beyond cheeky about it, but no explicit spoilers, which just because any character in a Trails game has 8 given spoilers about them, and I know your character has at least one, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
but
hell were
we know-
those things?
And I don't know how much they told you in terms of, like, here's where your character was 2 games ago. So as far as we know, you are Ellie's best friend, and your dad owns the bank, and that's about
Yeah.
it.
You guys, I think you know more about this game than I do.
I'm apologize. I'm sending a quick DM. Something happened. Where are you?
Yeah. And this is the girl you will be playing for now, Dawn.
Oh, this one.
She's a nice soldier lady.
Oh, I see.
And while Aram is paused,
Oh, okay.
we've been looking for an assassin who's been leading us on a goose chase, and we're pretty sure they're at the top of this dungeon.
Can I do uwu?
You can do whatever you want.
I definitely want your one-of-the-mill monsters, that's for sure. I don't think it's possible for a person to move around in that bulky armor. Someone of my size isn't able to move around in normal clothes either.
Were they ghosts?
It's
Ghost?
hard to tell. All I can confidently say is that they were not controlled by orbments. It is possible they were golems created by alchemists from the Middle Ages.
Sounds like a stretch to me. How could something from way back then still move like that? Think those might be traps laid out by our friend Yin?
That's the assassin.
Austin?
Sorry.
St-
I can't say for sure. At the very least, we've confirmed what Tio said before the fight.
Right. Something about that battle felt strange.
Does your crash bomb always work that way, Randy?
Time, space, and mirage. They're the reason, right?
Yes, there must be some sort of spiritual disturbance here. I cannot provide much more information than that without proper equipment.
I'm ready for ghosts.
I knew it was a bad idea to leave this place unchecked. Everyone, we should head further in. I plan to conduct a thorough investigation of this tower, no matter what.
You can count on us, Sergeant Major.
Or Sergeant Minor, as it were.
Oh boy.
I'm 4 inches tall.
Quick, here, get into my pocket. We'll keep on fighting.
Okay.
That's an axe.
How did that?
That's-
What? How did I get ambushed?
How-
You know, ambush.
You know, ambushed.
By an axe.
What is that on Randy's turn? Is that another vanished lol?
That's vanished.
Get out of here,
God.
baby.
It is floating. I don't know if you guys have ever been, like, snuck up on by a Tesla. It's very frightening.
So, welcome to our no EXP any % run of Stargazer's Tower. I think we come back down for that chest later.
Okay.
They knew.
Because it was behind a little wall that I couldn't get past. Yeah, God bless. This is the fanslation for this game, which adds turbo mode, among other things.
I was wondering.
believe the original didn't have turbo mode.
Wild times to be alive, huh?
They zoom in.
Damn, none of these things can be blinded. Might be in over our heads.
They're axes, Era.
Jello!
They don't have eyes.
I can't
Yeah,
tell what
so-
those are, and I thought they were like shrimp holding shields.
Oh, get used to not being able to tell what the enemies are.
Wait, is that a shrimp made of metal? That's a dog!
Oh,
Tio
well,
can talk to
well.
dogs. We have been very
outta
conspicuously
here!
not told why.
Oh!
Oh, damn, they're like immune to, like, stat fuckery as well.
The shields, they're immune to everything.
We threw our dog at it. Wait, they came back? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's vanished. They vanish.
I
they come
actually
back
did,
if you don't.
I know that's how it works for your party members. I actually didn't realize that was how it worked for enemies.
Yeah, you have to end the battle fast
Well,
enough.
end the battle, you say? no, we
Jesus,
killed
Randy.
something. Damn it.
Bada bing.
We got those stamp jampers.
Stamp jampers. Let's see. Looks like they are men only.
Stamp jampers are boots for boys. You can't put stamp jampers on if you got a vagina.
Huh?
Thank you.
I'm
That's
sorry.
That's the that's the going out of business sale advertisement energy.
I see.
Stamp jampers.
Ugh.
I forgot this is the first time, Dawn, you've ever been in a video game stream with more than one person from our friend.
That's true. I did like hop into like a little of your Great Ace Attorney one.
Oh yeah, just to see. We were being
Yeah.
weirdly more serious than normal because the writing in that was actually okay.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm very ready to Jesus. I'm
God.
very ready to enjoy an Ace Attorney game again. It has been a very long time.
See if
I
Deathblow
won't-
works on these guys. Nope. Ow.
Ow.
It's beating the ice cream out of you.
Yeah, so I guess for Dawn's sake, the plot of this game is that we're in Crossbell before things happen to it, and the police aren't good, so they set up a new police section called the Special Support Section, which is these four, and their job is basically to like actually do good police work and make people like the police again by not being assholes.
A big order, a tall order.
They're like, all right, guys, our entire public perception's in the shitter. We need 4 babies.
I need
Send out the 4 babies to pull cats out of trees and like punch towers.
We need 4 teenagers with attitude. There's a little mic.
We
for the
need
Power
2
Rangers there.
teenagers,
Oh,
a child,
God.
and a grown-ass man.
Use your shit before you die.
I think we'll be fine. I think we'll
Okay.
be fine.
Uh-oh.
I think we'll be fine.
Uh-oh.
I think we'll be fine.
Oh, punished for your hubris.
think
Her
we'll be
face
fine.
doesn't look happy.
It's like
I
Tio
only
could
had-
use some ice cream at this moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Open your eye. Oh, there.
Hang on. Force feed ice cream.
Man, I wish I had healing ice cream.
That's just normal ice cream.
Yeah, unless you're me.
Yeah, if you're lactose
God,
intolerant,
are you
I guess
Awful. Bad.
Every time.
get absolutely fucked.
Oh no!
They're doing it on purpose now. They have to be.
I believe in your abilities.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Mo.
I know that you'll probably get through it, but if you don't, I don't think I can protect you from dragging. But I want you to know, my heart and spirit are like on your side, just not like in front of others. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Nice 1 and then 0 damage, Tio.
Beat the shrimp.
I think these guys are arts only. Let me test with Lloyd. Oh no, okay, Lloyd does damage. I guess it's just. Oh, gee, what the? It says 80. Why did it take no
Yeah,
damage?
it had art. It had art guard.
Oh God.
Fudge.
For someone who uses arts, you don't pay much attention to it.
Shit.
Be nice to me.
I think I rubbed off on the directors and NGs of combatants will be dispatched. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
oh man.
Oh my god.
Because obviously I say be nice to me a lot in that tone, and at one point I came in and my character's being bullied because he's awful, and the little dragon, Amber's character is just like, you're a big fucking wuss, and the little dragon girl goes, be nice to him, and I was like, yes!
It's catching
got
on.
in there.
It made it in.
Yeah, Dawn, in special dungeons like this one, there's random status ailments that hit mid-battle, and Vanish is the best one. If you are Vanished, it's like a soft insta-kill on a timer, which is why sometimes we are randomly able to murder.
Oh, I
people
see.
Yeah, so normally if you vanish an enemy, or if you get vanished, you come back like a turn later. But if you vanish all the remaining enemies at once, the battle just ends.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lloyd got a new craft. What's your new
Oh,
craft,
yeah.
Lloyd? Brave Smash. Ah, line with 75% seal. That's pretty good. I think this
It's
is...
half a space wide.
Probably.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's for literally the end of the game.
Ooh.
Where's the actual door forward?
Probably down, right?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
yeah, probably. What are these? These look
I
like
don't know.
Super Mario RPG enemies.
Yeah, they do. They kind of do.
They look like Crazy Bones.
Yeah. Actually, I see it. I see it.
Uh-oh.
I
I would cure Randy since he's about to deck you.
Yeah. Where's my confuse? I don't have anything that cures confuse. Are you alright? Curia bomb it is, I guess.
Oh yeah, I always just buy like 70 Curia bombs at the start of the game and then I'm good forever. There's too many stats.
Oh hey!
I just don't know what these are.
Noelle got the
You
kill
don't
from
either.
off screen. Okay. Yeah,
I think just straight down.
Oh, never mind.
They changed this dungeon around a lot in Cold Steel, didn't they?
Yeah, actually, whereas most of Crossbell itself and the outdoor highway areas are identical, they pretty much redid the interior of Stargazer's Tower to use Cold Steel's puzzle mechanics, which obviously it doesn't in this game. Ah!
Oh no!
See
Oh,
this
get
motherfucker?
away! That thing is
So-
awful.
Death
I don't
Slugger!
like it.
Oh my god.
That thing has death blow. Get the fuck out of here.
Are you gonna be a little baby, Aram? Are you gonna be a little baby and run?
Well,
Dang.
considering I've got a vanish coming up, no, probably not. Get out of here.
Oh.
Anyway.
I knew you wouldn't take my bluff.
It's big.
Big boys, big boys.
Big.
Yeah, I'm quite fond of the Japanese "It's my turn now" voice lines.
They're cute.
Not immune to death blow.
I can't remember any of the "It's my turn" Cold Steel lines,
They're pretty
except
much
Machias going, "It's my turn."
someone's
Found episode 2.
We did.
Finally.
We found the second anime ending. I think I actually have someone using an EP quartz just for the properties right now. Yeah, so we can upgrade that. Alright. I think there's only 5 floors in the Crossbell Games version of this dungeon, so we're actually pretty close to the end.
Oh,
If I can-
hey. Quit it. Oh,
I saw you trying to sneak around me, you little fucker.
Think you're gonna get away?
These are like a big goofy face away from being a Kingdom Hearts monster.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna... Ow. Their defense down, we're strength up, so this should be easy.
Yeah, unfortunately, you popped it. It was basically non-stop talking until about like 15 minutes before you got here.
Oh no.
That's a very... I would say, oh, it's a very dialogue-heavy stream, but last time was the real dialogue-heavy stream because there was no
Like,
gameplay whatsoever.
all
We
dialogue.
literally just read dialogue the whole night. It was partly because my connection was worse, and so the dialogue was going slower because it was taking longer for me to advance it after people read. But
It was also partially because we had a little too much fun.
we certainly
Yeah,
had a
we're
lot
having a
of
lot
fun
of
with
fun.
Ernest.
How dare?
Like I could not resist the incel jokes. It's too.
He
He's
made
very uncomfortable.
He made it very easy, that's for sure. So out of curiosity, Dawn, do you know much about this series beyond just like, oh, they called me in to voice the lines and I did?
That is basically it.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. I'm always curious with video games.
Because like I think when I first heard of it was when Sean Chiplock announced he was Reen. I was like, oh, what is this?
That's
Yeah.
understandable. When I did a video parody on this, almost all of the comments are, "I've never heard of this franchise," and I'm like, yeah,
Oh.
I'll wear the badge of I'm the only person who's ever made a parody of this.
Yeah.
Nope.
Good Vanish.
Yeah.
It looks cool though.
Can we get that frame perfect vanish? Oh, we get it. Get the reset. And now I'm through here. We're 15 seconds ahead of where we need to be.
I don't want to see a Trails like
speedrun.
a speed run sounds awful.
Cold Steel 4 speedrun would be nightmarish. Cause it's just like, here we've got 50 characters, you figure it out.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, so like, very quick, broad overview of the series for you. There's 2.5 games in like the Sky trilogy, which are like cute and small scale and pretty good. And it's just about like nice people going around and helping their tiny little country.
You're not wrong, but I have to interrupt for just a second to say it's hilarious that you say the Sky trilogy and clarify there's 2 to 2.5 games in it.
Look, it's 2 games of story and 1 game of going, here's all the ideas we didn't use. We put them behind a bunch of doors and you can read them if you want. Like, you can play that game on YouTube.
Joey Wheeler made Trails.
Yeah.
And then these games are the middle duology, and it's about being in like this tiny country town of Crossbell, which is like in the Venn diagram of 2 giant empires trying to eat it. And then the Cold Steel games are about being one of those empires and eating Crossbell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that vanish we could have gotten? We could have fucking sent these guys to space. Instead, we'll have to send them to hell.
Good luck. I hope Deathblow works on
hanging
them.
in the back. Look, there's
Yeah,
a little dude in the back.
that one little guy who's like, I'm here too!
Hey, get him, fellas!
Helping.
Well, let's see. Ah, yeah, they can't be deathblowed. Oh well.
Oh boy. Can
It's
you...
like that little kid that gets bullied on the playground and turns out he knows the mafia.
Yeah.
That's an extremely
My
Trails
uncle is
thing to happen.
My uncle is actually Sylvester Stallone.
I would ult.
I'll show you.
Yeah, but we're about to fight
I guess
the
I
boss.
don't know what... I guess I don't know what the result does. Yeah, well, if you get death blowed, then you don't have your shit anyway.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, yeah.
I was hiding behind the
Yeah.
others. Please
I didn't
don't
even
kill
see what you were
me.
talking about until just now. He's like, aha! Woohoo! I'm a special secret that'll kill you later. Oh, someone just got confused.
It's Randy.
It's Randy. That ain't Dandy. Ow. You motherfucker!
Oh, bad.
God, that's painful. Spend my 80 turns casting and then get fucking fainted right at the end. This would
God, if
happen
only-
in front of Jello.
Yeah.
If only there was some way to circumvent the long cast time vulnerability. God, I don't know though. Drums my fingers along 200 and 200 CP.
You do have 200 CP.
You should really res your 2 teammates.
They'll be fine. They're champs. Don't worry, Randy's on the case. He'll beat some sense into him.
God.
Hey, I got a turn.
Oh yeah, and you can fucking up your CP by 20 in this game. There's no reason not to be vomiting attacks.
I know, it's just not in my nature, you know?
You have been doing more mashing and less artsing in this game, so I like to think my constant pestering is making a difference. Yo, he left!
Yeah,
Yeah, that guy was like,
he got
"I'm outta
bored.
here." You can have the treasure.
Why haven't you S-crafted me yet? Okay, we need a... Yeah, well, they just gave us an anti-death blow accessory, so you can imagine what that implies about what is to come.
Why are you
Tio wearing 2 straw hats.
Yeah. +5 speed, baby!
I need 1 straw hat for each of my ears.
Why are they called tinkle earrings?
I don't have an answer.
They're called tinkle earrings.
Alright.
Oh, you know?
Got me.
The accessories in this game have some interesting names, that's for sure.
The Made in Abyss crossover that nobody asked for.
Meet our mysterious assassin, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah, I really like the aesthetics of this place.
What even is this room?
Yeah!
No?
Oh.
Mo, you're muted.
It's said that this
was
tower
you,
was
yeah.
constructed by the powerful alchemists of the past.
Oh.
You!
Crow!
Mo? Alright, I guess Mo's
Are you
not-
alive,
are
Mo? I
muted.
think she, maybe she went to the restroom or
Yeah,
something.
that's probably it. It's about damn time you came out of the shadows. I've been waiting for you. And I see you brought along a 5th wheel as well.
Be nice to Dawn.
I'm just here as backup, don't I mean?
Very well.
Oh!
I'm back.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Special Support Section. I am known as Yin. Allow me to thank you for agreeing to my request. I imagine getting here was no small feat.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. You've had us running in circles for a while now. The monsters didn't make it easy either. Do we have you to thank for that too?
I assure you, those strange beings were wandering in here long before I found them. And in order to maintain my edge, I searched for a hunting ground worthy of my skills. I eventually found this tower. It has proven even more interesting than I expected it to.
It wasn't your doing after all.
I think it would be difficult for one person to fill the entire tower with those monsters, even for someone like Yin.
Now, I know you must have a multitude of questions for me. But before that, allow me to administer the final test.
Of course.
Test?
What are you planning?
A multiple choice.
You must answer these 10 questions about the lore of this universe in order to get 2 BP.
That's right, it's me again.
I
I've been
was
all
here the
over.
whole time! Weakness does not interest me. Do you possess the strength to fulfill my request? Come at me with all of your might.
Here we go.
He does not appear to be bluffing.
I'd like to say we got this in the bag because of numbers, but keep your eyes open, guys. This guy's the real deal.
A lot of guys.
No holding back now, everyone!
Right, let's give it everything we've got.
We should really keep that disposition for Noelle even after Dawn is no longer here.
Power. Okay.
I see you've stoked the flames of your fighting spirit. Prepare yourselves, SSS.
I hope it is Risha, because I'm very curious to see how they didn't notice it was Risha hearing her voice.
Well,
Jesus!
Oh,
you put your
alrighty
death
then.
blow thing on the wrong guy!
Boy.
just
Also,
immediately.
like, just looking at the weapon.
Hush,
could,
hush, little Austin, don't you fret. Can you
If you
be
say
turned-
more, you're
gonna regret.
get. Yeah, yours is better.
Let's see if you can be turn delayed. No.
Can you
Ooh.
use Tio ult as a shield? Oh, okay.
No, Tio doesn't have that ult yet.
Ah.
Ah, you're not immune to stat down, though.
That's right, it's me, Luve, again.
Gotcha. Let's see, how much HP did he
Gotcha.
get back? Not a ton.
500. That was the second tier of res spell too, wasn't it?
No, I decided to use the first one because the second costs like a 40% of TO's EP. Let's see. Do I have a line that will hit you both? Yes.
Yeah, so the general gameplay is you pick a thing to do and more powerful abilities move you further down on the turn order. So if you use your best skill, then you don't get to act again for a much longer period of time. Bonk.
Oh, god damn it. I thought it would push her back.
Her?
I know, right? What am I talking about? That's crazy. Ow, fuck! Jesus Christ, why? Why me?
Man, they just keep fucking sacking Lloyd.
Lloyd has had a rough day.
Yeah. Jesus.
Ooh, can you steal that crit from her? I mean him.
Yes, yeah. I'll steal it with Randy.
Hey, I'm Randy.
Come on, Randy.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna let this play for respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a male voice, guys.
Yes.
I think that might also have Death Blow. I'm not sure. Ooh, that gives speed down. Oh, that gives a big speed down.
Ooh!
Jeez.
Good thing I just
This,
used
this music is a bop, though.
Yeah, no, this is our first time hearing that theme. This theme, it's one of my favorite fight themes in this game. Let's see. No, I need to. Aren't there enough of you already? Ah, you're gonna overwrite my speed down with a speed up, strength up, I see. I'm not the biggest fan of that.
Everyone, beat the shit out of him!
Get him!
Get him!
Hey, thanks for the encouragement, Lloyd.
Fuck! Fuck!
God.
Thanks for the encouragement. God. Yeah, this fight's something else.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
this
gave
one-
you the
this
death
one's
blow
rough.
immunity.
Fuck you.
Ow. Yosh! Yeah, no,
Eggman
actually.
lifting a chow.
Yosh.
Yosh.
Alright, now we're just gonna... Oh, we've got one turn of strength up? Okay, then we're just gonna use this.
Yeah, blow him up.
Nope.
Yeah, this will kill this one. Okay, yeah.
I'll do this before I die again immediately.
Yeah.
The clones
Yeah.
can be delayed. That's very useful to know. Yeah, Lloyd needs him.
Oh. Oh, that's Yuna's ability.
Oh yeah! I actually hadn't. I forgot that Lloyd had that.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Ugh, nearly out of EP. I could use an EP charge. I think we've got this under control now, though. They're low enough.
I mean, you might as well. You're never ever gonna use an EP charge.
Yeah, that's true.
Late game, they're useless. And mid game's the only time they matter.
Yeah, let's try to finish off the other duplicates. Ow.
At least they didn't blow you out.
Oh,
Nope.
can't quite get to Lloyd with that.
If you give it to Randy and have Randy attack once, he gets his craft.
Oh, that's true. I think I'm gonna move her closer though, so that she can actually get both of them on her next turn.
Hey, all three.
For once.
Just
For
kidding.
now.
Oh, yeah, okay, so Randy can attack and craft.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna microwave my dinner.
Get that in.
Yeah,
Gonna microwave some old Domino's pizza?
That was a sound. Hey, 2 of them.
Oh. Randy's dead. Well, he just yes crafted, so I guess it's fine.
What do you mean it's fine? Oops, that guy's got a crit. Hopefully Mademoiselle can steal it.
I'm gonna try.
Uh-oh, not anymore she can.
Oops.
Interesting strategy.
I want to say I did my best.
Occasionally, I enjoy being a little dumb to keep things even, you know?
As a treat.
Yes.
Diamond dust.
Ooh, yeah, give me that stat down.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I can't delay you, but we can stack speed downs. Or negate your thing. That's fine.
Alright.
Fuck you. You will be slow, I insist.
I'd just start kicking the shit out of her at this point. She doesn't have enough health.
Get her!
E1 damage!
Ah! Didn't proc the death blow this time.
Oh, wow.
Shoot her with your gun.
Hell
So
yeah.
clearly a
I
woman.
mean him.
I'm at level 20 now.
How about that?
Did we beat him?
I need some rest.
At least we're done here.
Nah, I wouldn't get your hopes up.
What do you mean?
This is a Trails boss fight.
That man
Which
over
means
there
that we
has,
didn't actually win.
that man over there has quite the keen senses.
Is it on this?
What?
Some sort of talisman? Ah, I'm familiar. This is a breathing technique.
When did he even...
Here I'm completely under my window.
Wait, no. It's oh god, it's
like,
the fucking
almost
professor.
a baby sweaty goblin.
Yeah. Letting the double take care of things while you kick back and observe the fight, huh? Might be a handy power, but I can't say it's very courteous. If I somehow offended you, you have my sincerest apologies. However, the fact that you could keep up with my movement during the battle, your eyes are sharp, I'll give you that much. Well, my combat experience over the years hasn't been for nothing. Up for another round? I'll respectfully decline.
I can't deny it. Your strength is first class. At our level, we can't hold a candle to you.
The only way we'd be able to bring you down to our level is if you became a party member and were suddenly worse.
With that in mind, do you want to join the SSS?
Oh? Yes. But, Lloyd Bannings, surely you must have some idea, no?
Huh?
Lloyd, what does he mean?
I've done my research. Your investigative aptitude is nothing to scoff at. You should understand what I'm after.
I do. Your request is likely about one thing.
The threat letter, I'd imagine, yeah.
The mysterious threat letter that was sent to Arkansas for Ilya. That's your aim, isn't it?
Precisely. But what exactly would I want to talk about regarding that letter?
I know what you're referring to.
The author.
I think the author, yeah.
The author of the threat letter. It wasn't you, was it?
What?
You serious?
Do not tell me.
Indeed. The yin you see before you did not send that letter to Ilya Platier. The true culprit is a copycat.
He thinks caps lock is cruise control for the cool.
Looks like
Wait,
my hunch was
Only
right.
one person would say that.
Yeah.
Ian takes off their mask. It's me!
Something felt off when we were conducting the investigation. The legendary assassin Yin, a demon hailing from the eastern quarter. The deeper we dove into the investigation, the more the fog surrounded you lifted. However, the threat struck me more as a bluff than the real deal. Even Ilya herself brushed it aside, thinking it was no more than a prank.
That's right. Ilya Platier is a genius. She most likely realized that the true target behind the threat letter wasn't her. That being the case, why was such a thing sent to Arkansas in the first place?
I'm not sure I have a full grasp on the situation. Couldn't this just be... Why am I here? Couldn't this just be a simple prank by someone who doesn't like the troop?
No, we can limit the suspects to people who knew that Yin had come to Crossbell. Heiua, Ravash, the 1st Division, and any of their associates.
Oh, is that so? Okay. When you put it like that, the odds of this being a prank do seem incredibly low.
Correct again, Bannings. Still, it's impossible for Arkanseal's new show to get cancelled over a lone threat letter. What is...
They would have to say something disgusting on social media to get truly cancelled.
What is curious is that the letter made sure to target Ilya directly by name. As a result, the 1st Division became involved and began to take extreme safety precautions. Precautions that cover the possibility of her being targeted during the show.
In other words, the true culprit behind the threat letter created this diversion in order to accomplish something else? Or perhaps to allow himself time to prepare for said other goal?
That is a likely scenario. I'd like to make a formal request. Uncover the culprit who stole my name and thwart his plan.
Excuse me?
Being sort of a selfish bastard there, aren't you?
Think what you want of me, but you'd be foolish to ignore this. I, too, haven't the slightest idea of who he is or what he intends to accomplish. However, surely you can see that someone is in his crosshairs, no?
Maybe so.
That very well could be the case, but why go out of your way to ask us for help? Why not do it yourself?
I don't wanna.
Oh.
Believe it or not, I'm somewhat preoccupied with my own responsibilities.
Do you know how busy you are as a stage actor? I mean...
Dealing with Ravash alone keeps me plenty busy.
Oh? So you really are assisting Heiua with their fight against the Mafia. Do you enjoy this knowing we can't do anything about it?
Calm down. We'd rather avoid the guilds, so we're careful not to involve any citizens in our bouts. Well, Heiua is at least.
Yin.
In any case, I will not allow someone to use my name without consequence. SSS, will you accept my request?
SSS, will you accept my request, SS?
Yeah.
Fine. Stop the true culprit from carrying out his plan. But don't think we're doing it for your sake, Yin.
That suits me.
But where do we even begin? We have no leads, no idea who the culprit is, and no motive.
I might have a lead for you. If the culprit's plan truly does involve Arkanseal, he must be planning to act on either the opening day of their performance or the day of the private performance.
These days would be ideal for our culprit, yes.
I was thinking the same thing, man. If he wants us to have a good time, or rather, if he wants to have a good time himself, he'd probably go for the opening day, you know?
Then again, he might want to make his move while he's surrounded by a ton of influential figures at a private performance.
Precisely. I ask you to stay vigilant on both of those days. You will have to outwit the 1st Division in order to be able to patrol the theater doing the 2 performances. Once you accomplish that, respond accordingly to whatever may transpire.
Easier said than done. I'm Lloyd.
Are you making fun of my accent?
But still, you have a point.
Gaining access to the theater shouldn't pose a problem as long as we ask Arkansas for permission. The real challenge will be trying to deceive the First Division.
Indeed, it is highly probable they would kick us out at first sight.
Yeah, we'll just have to be quick on our feet when we cross that bridge. What's important here is that you've complied. With that, I take my leave. I'll be expecting good news.
Wait a second.
Nope.
I love you.
Fucking see ya.
Stop! Don't move!
Don't think you're getting away.
I think you did.
Jeez.
Everybody supersonic racing.
Is this the cross bell?
This is
One
one
of
of them.
Wow.
Looks like it really is a cross bell in the demon castle.
Stop.
I got to do that in the last episode of Combatants Will Be.
It looks like combatants really have been dispatched.
No, it's the best we could do, and I'm glad how bad it is. It's my character and Alice are sitting on top of a thing in the very last scene. And I go, looks like combatants have been dispatched, so we can finally rest and relax. Shut up, Six.
We finally made it to the top.
It's a long climb for Tiny Sergeant.
Where the hell did that bastard run off to?
Tio, scan the area.
What? Roger? Oh, right, I'm magic. What?
Did you find him?
He turned into a bell. I'm detecting a weak signal, but... Hang on, it broke for me, which means I'm gonna need to reset Discord.
Oh no!
I am detecting a weak signal, but it is coming from the ground floor. He must have jumped directly off the roof.
What a badass. Oh, I mean jumped?
Impossible.
He's a monster,
Yo.
alright.
Fascinated.
Well, well, this was an unexpected turn of events. This unit is someone to be taken lightly.
White
Is that the cross bell?
Is that the cross bell?
Yeah.
Good work, everyone! I wish it could have been more help.
Oh, Noel, you fucking speed down to all the clones. We loved you.
Story-wise, I'm not sure why you're here, though.
You supported us throughout the tower. You supporting us throughout the tower was more than enough.
Creed, you helped us out big time.
You were even gracious enough to drive us back to the city in your fucking tank.
We appreciate it, Sergeant Major.
Really? You're very welcome then. Remember, you can contact the guardsman at Tangram Gate if anything ever comes up. I'll give a report of what happened once I return to the deputy commander.
Perfect. We'd appreciate that.
See you later.
Roger!
Roger!
God, I love it. Just runs over that guy.
Runs over
Oh, next on the agenda. Apparently there's a rampaging tank that's been driving through town lately.
Warning of a balloon stands.
We'll be providing security for Arkansas's private performance this weekend, right?
Major Seeker, why would you run over the balloon stands?
I need the helium to power my voice. And I can't say balloon. They make me upset.
Shall we return to the SSS and figure out a plan of attack? We need to contact the troop anyway.
First, we need to ascertain how the First Division hands to a ham, and send the chief could probably do some research if we were to ask.
Slightly sparking smoke emitting from one ear.
One thing I'd completely forgotten that I did get a chance to do in the last
investigations case is,
I got to use my, like, voice modifier voice, which I never get to do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was hoping we'd be. Oh God. All right.
Okay. So it's just jumping right ahead.
oh, we're going, huh?
We're going. I was hoping it would briefly release us so that A, we could save and quit, and B, so that I could run back to the IBC to get at least one Maribel dialogue line.
Maybe she'll be here.
Actually, yep, there's a decent chance. I mean,
Look at all these
canonically,
paper cutouts.
I'm sure canonically she is here. I don't know whether she appears.
Even Mayor McDowell came to watch the performance. Oh right. Didn't he say something about being your grandpa, Ellie?
That's right.
Yeah.
Grandfather has been my grandfather since my inception.
Pretty much. I'm sure he's looking forward to your debut, Risha.
I hope you guys haven't noticed how all of my models have the same feathered out arms.
Really? I hope I don't let him down. But more importantly, do you think what Yin said will hold true?
What are
How'd
you
you know
talking
what
about?
Yin
We
said?
didn't. Yeah. Also, you've got some indentations where Yin's mask was on your face.
We can't say for sure. Still, I think there's a good chance that it might. Fortunately for us, the First Division will be keeping watch, so Ilya should be safe.
That's a relief.
You know, was it really okay not telling Ilya everything that happened? I think the troop leader's worried about the same thing.
No, it's okay. All I want is for Ilya to shine like the star she is tonight, without any unnecessary worries dragging her down. That's what that's what all of us here at Arkansas want.
You really admire Ilya.
It's Stockholm
Why?
syndrome.
I can't get her out of my head. It's almost like she's my target or something.
As you might know, I was forcibly invited into the troop by her. Despite my circumstances, I'm happy. After all, until I came to Crossbell, I had only walked the path that I was destined for.
That's
Is that
ominous.
like a ninja thing or what?
No,
Yes, I'm an assassin.
My father, my father's father, and his mother, actually, were all hot dog salesmen.
Oh.
Soon after,
Did you ever sell ice cream?
Soon after, I was positively charmed by her performances. I thought to myself, who knew that someone could shine this brightly without once looking back? Perhaps I ended up admiring her because of how unreachable she is.
Oh, Risha.
She's not unreachable, is she?
Huh?
You play the role of the Moon Princess for this production. And yes, maybe the role is elevated by the radiance of the Sun Princess. But coming from someone that doesn't watch many plays, I believe both of your acts are superb. I know you'll shine brightly one day, but by your own merit, not Ilya's.
I know you'll be a killer performer.
You think so?
I can't wait to run through a sewer with you someday. Definitely. And I'm sure that's the reason why Ilya recruited you in the first place.
And I hope after we run through that sewer, that's the conclusion
game
of
is
whatever
over.
game it is, with no more faffing about afterwards.
We hit a barrier in this case, but we still managed to get this far. We intend to see this through to the end. So, we want you to tackle this show with everything you've got, Risha.
I will. Well, it's time for me to go. Good luck, you two.
Thanks.
Break a leg up there. That was sus, right, Lloyd? You got that, right?
No, she's Yin, right?
Well, you think we should you think we should stand by somewhere else until they start? What's wrong?
I don't know what I expected. The fact that you're this oblivious about it is what makes you so dangerous.
You know, the fact that they just did this for Lloyd and then straight up did it again for Reen makes Reen worse.
Yeah.
I just want to put out there.
Yes, correct.
Never mind. Forget I said anything. Anyway, we wouldn't want to let her down after you said all that. So let's solve this case no matter what, okay?
Yeah, we will. To be fair, they kind of did it for Joshua, too.
Joshua had an extremely different role than the other two.
Yeah.
They're so paper cut out. I can't get
Oh
over
my
it.
god.
Everyone, we apologize for the delay. The curtain will now rise for Ark and Seal's breathtaking.
Breathtasting.
Oh my god!
I swear
it's
our breath-tasting new production. We swear it's not Yona Sacred's recycled farts.
Golden sun, silver moon. I'm fired.
Please enjoy the show. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Now I'm a little embarrassed. I ruined it for myself. The land of Ra, an ancient kingdom that prospered under the blessing and love of the divine goddess. Ever since the birth of Ra, the decision of who was to rule the country was held in the hands of soaring dancers known as princesses. These princesses, I don't know, entrusted with the will of the goddess, brought to light the true righteous ruler of Ra by competing at the Star Sanctuary.
Let me check where my script is under my chins. Which I am using to make this voice.
However, ulterior motives lie in wait, leading influential figures to support different princesses, treating the whole ceremony as a trivial game.
Nice. His mic is doing that thing again.
Oh,
okay, fixed it.
At that time, the Sun Princess, renowned as the greatest dancer of their era, arrived at the Star Sanctuary. Thanks, Jesus Christ.
I almost choked on my food.
Oh, so sorry.
I feel like since she's here, if Ilya gets lines, Dawn should briefly take her over.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I don't remember. This is actually like reasonably impressively choreographed potato babying.
The potato baby choreographing still to this day looks better than the full 3D models.
Yeah,
do.
it's more impressive just because, like, you know, they have to make unique sprites from scratch instead of just, you know, flipping around a 3D model.
Why is Ike here?
Oh yeah, it is Ike, isn't it?
I'm tired of watching that.
Gross.
It must have started. The enthusiasm is electrifying.
It's a shame. I would have loved to have been able to watch it too. I'm jealous of the First Division.
I'm not so sure about that. I can't imagine it's easy to focus on security while such an amazing play is being performed. I feel like we actually got the better deal, to be honest.
You may be right. Shall we start patrolling the theater then? Let's stay out of the First Division's line of sight and only peek in at the audience from time to time.
Good call.
Burton call?
It's Lloyd. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, boss.
Has it commenced then?
Yeah, we're about to start patrolling the inside of the theater. You two keep a close watch on the perimeter.
Roger. Zeit? Who? Oh, is that the dog?
Yeah.
Zeit has graciously offered his assistance, so we'll be fine. You snuck a wolf into the theater?
Oh, you know.
Well, they're patrolling the perimeter. They might not be inside.
How generous of him.
Give me a call if we spot anyone fishy. Don't let the play distract you. Wouldn't want the First Division to steal the spotlight, huh?
You don't have to worry about that.
Who was that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. We should get started. First, let's check in with the staff to see if they've noticed anything out of the ordinary.
Understood.
Okay, so we have a choice. We are over time. We can stop here and leave this as a cliffhanger, or we can walk around and do dialogue to finish chapter 2.
I'd say stop here.
I think that's probably okay. It makes for a slightly awkward breakup of the episodes, but it doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, next time, immediately, the thrilling conclusion and the reveal of who was behind the threat letter and why, and will their nefarious plans succeed? I'm sure I don't know. Who is Yin?
I think you're the only one who does.
Yeah.
Who is Yin?
Who's Yin?
Who sabotaged the microphone?
Jesus.
But yeah, until next time, thanks to everyone who turned out to watch. Thank you, Jello, Mo, and Austin for being here every week, and thank you, Dawn, for joining us. I'm sorry that miscommunication. I would have loved to have you read that character in this completely different context. It would have been super fun. There may be points later in the game where there's another good opportunity where there's like some meaty Maribel dialogue. Do you have any interest in us letting you know when those are happening in future?
Yeah, sure. Also, it's my fault that I didn't read Jello's C, and I was like, oh, that's a P, like Pacific.
C and P.
No, it's not.
Oops. Yeah, no, this is other than you, this is an extremely rare group of people where all of us are now Central Time, which is kind of delightful.
Yeah.
Since Aram just moved to Dallas, so...
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Freedom.
You're in, you must be in LA since you're doing games, right, Dawn?
Yeah, I moved here right as 2020 started.
Oof. I've heard that story a lot lately, and it seems like it just keeps happening.
Yeah, but thank you for having me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get lucky again, and there'll be like another break at some point. I mean, we got 2 games ahead of us, and I know Maribel matters at least a non-zero amount. A non-zero no kiseki amount. So maybe we'll get a break in between sessions where I can give you a heads up, and you'll be available again.
Sweet.
I'll read ahead a little bit in the guide to refresh my memory as I go of when she crops up in the plot, aside from this bit where she's introduced. So hopefully I can look ahead and be like, oh, okay, it'll be next stream. But yeah, hope to do that in the future. Thanks for
fucking old guy is just like,
He's
it's
what
time
is
for
happening?
What are these guys doing? What are these cops doing?
This is the perimeter.
We're on to you, old man.
We're either gonna make sure that you're the safest person in this building or the
kill
most
you.
suspicious.
But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out, and we'll see you next week. Say goodbye to chat, everyone.
Goodbye.
Toodles.